What's goody, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Statman Trip in the building. And we're here. Episode 1, Yanks Talk Ball. I'm excited to finally be in the building with these fine gentlemen right here. We doing what we do best. We talking ball, waffling, chatting shit about everything football. This new season that's coming up is going to be absolutely ridiculous. It's too much stuff has already happened in the summer for us to catch up on, but we're in the building nonetheless for this beautiful inaugural episode. And I've got a great cast with me to talk ball week by week, month by month, season by season. And let's go around the room real quick. Let's get some quick introductions out of the way. Philip, I see you smiling over there. The grin is up.
Yes,
what's going on, dog?
What's not to smile about? Can't believe this in my life. Yeah, what's good? Phil out here, bringing the ball knowledge together for this pod. As the season endures, you'll hear some horror takes. And mark my words, none will come from me. Actually, let me look at the viewers. None will come from me.
Notice how he's wearing all black. He's got no posters on his wall. He wanted to make sure that there's no affiliation there because he wants his takes to be a quote unquote pure. But we know what you are.
I'm pure knowledge.
We know what you are, brother. We know what you are. It's okay. It's all right. But moving down to somebody who don't hide, or isn't hiding his affiliation in any case. Gene, what's popping? Introduce yourself.
So, boys, I'm just here to, destroy the Europeans from podcasts. Those guys don't know shit. They're in their own little bubble. They can't think outside the box. They don't know, we're just going to bring real truth to them. American style.
Wow, he said ball, Eagles, and freedom. Mr. No Chill Gene is in the building.
All I'm going to say is those Brits have been getting away with too much.
That's crazy. Hey, that's going to be the league. That's going to be the one little clip I'm putting up. They've been getting away for far too long. All right, throw it next, man. We got Adrian in the building. Introduce yourself to the people, man.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Adrian here. I'm a City fan. I mean, you can see it right here. We just won the treble last season. So I've been moving like Thanos this summer.
Not a soul cares.
Not a peep. Nothing. Just total 100% peace.
Nah, it's me. Man's bound to farm. Lucky
but I'm ready
bastard.
for the new season. I'm ready for it. It's been almost 2 months since that day. And yeah, we're here to.
And it's already forgotten.
Tell him.
Sports washing trouble. Don't count in my books.
Listen.
Yeah,
I'll never forget that day. That's the only thing that matters is that I'll never forget that day.
Fair.
Listen. What we'll let you. I'll let you have that one. That's it's behind us. It's behind us. That's all I can say. And moving on, last but certainly not least, we got to move down to Chase. What's popping, man? Talk to the people.
It's been a tough one. I'm the resident Chelsea fan of the podcast. I have a lot of fires to put out on this. Kind of going up to bat for my squad. So I think I'm gonna probably be the butt of the jokes until the boys prove otherwise. So I'm here to defend their honor, and we're in Nkunku. He's gonna take it to the top. So ready to get into it.
Listen,
Top
he's
of the bottom half.
Respect
morning.
showing face.
Facts.
After.
If you can take a screenshot of the table and see Chelsea, that's a win compared to last season. So
hey,
He's
real
going
talk.
to take that screenshot when they're in 11th place and crop out the first half of the numbers.
Hey,
yeah.
nah.
They did it last season.
Yeah, I'm familiar with your game.
Hey, but
Our first topic should be how Nkunku is pronounced. Is it Nkunku or is it
It's
Nkunku?
Nkunku. Yes, it's Nkunku.
hey, chill. hey, yo, off the rip.
Nkunku squared.
I was about to say, but listen, Chase, I respect you for even coming on and signing up for this, man. I give you 12 thumbs up, bro. Like, you really, on some real shit.
12.
Exactly, like a side.
Yeah.
Just
Incomplete squad coming into the Premier League.
I'm sorry I had to say that word. But make sure you find Yanks Talks Ball on everything. We're going to be available on all platforms coming soon. Again, we're going to be available from Spotify for podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, and Amazon Podcasts, on YouTube as well. You're going to catch clips from several social accounts, so be on the lookout for all those social tags in the description box below, or wherever you find all your good content, because we will be there just like Pep Guardiola said. Now, don't you worry. We got a lot to get into in this first episode. As the new season is practically upon us starting next week, we got to talk about these predictions. We got to get our predictions in, our picks in, the talk of the town for what we're planning to see for this brand new season. And we got to start with the table, man. we got to get the elephant in the room out the way. The table where the teams will finish come the end of this season, come May of next year of 2024. What's going to happen? And we got to go all the way to the bottom. Let's talk about the bottom 4. The 3 who will get relegated and the 1 who will survive, man. So, I mean, we can open up the floor and start with 20th. If
I
you
just
know what I'm
think
saying?
it's gonna be easy. I think we're all gonna have, maybe not on 20th, maybe 19th. We're all gonna have probably the smallest town to ever be in the Premier League. I don't even know if that's a fact or not. I just feel
gotta
like
be-
Sounds right.
I feel like you
It
could
sounds
just
right.
toss it
Bottom
out
of
and
the
it'll be
table, right?
believable. You know.
Yeah, I mean, is it Luton gonna go
It's Luton, man.
yo time?
I have them 20th, dead last.
Okay,
And I hope it's not. I hope it's a a Ted Lasso type of thing. Everyone thinks they're last, and somehow they come up. I hope that's what it is, but I don't see it.
yeah.
You guys saw those rumors that their stadium wouldn't be Premier League eligible?
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I
What
mean,
so.
I mean,
The
the fact
fucking-
that I haven't heard a follow up means it was probably some
Yeah.
some.
the fuck are they
some
gonna do?
answer
Rent
on that.
Wembley?
No, it's probably
No,
just some
it's just-
misinfo, but
It was.
Where even is
clout.
Luton?
It was
but that's
like
just
a
the
lot.
status. That's
We a
just the
North
status.
England team, South England team. Where they at? What kind of vibe?
I was about to say
do they bring?
Luton is it's London. I was about to say it's by like
Oh, it is
yeah,
London?
yeah, Luton. Yeah, I was about to say it's still at least around the area somewhat. I was about to say I don't know directional wise, but I know it's
Okay.
London,
North- North
greater
London.
London. Yeah.
Does everyone have them 20th though? Who has them?
Yeah.
I have them
Actually, in
20th.
20th, I have
I-
Chelsea.
Hey yo, we gonna put
That's
that
too
joke
far.
every
I
place
had
in the
a
way.
lot of- I had so much praises to say on Liverpool this episode, and I may change. Some.
Hey,
things.
yo,
No, I'm kidding.
erase-
No, I have Chelsea. I have Chelsea in a decent place. Don't worry. Yeah, I have Luton down there.
That's
Above
fair.
10th place, big improvement.
Yeah, I got
Mhm.
Luton down there as well. Honestly, my hope for them is I kind of do want them to survive, but then again, I don't want them to survive whatsoever because I know what happens when these roughneck ass squads come and play Arsenal. They get some points off us at some point, and I just don't want that. I see them small ass stadiums. I get anxiety. I don't like them. I don't like what I'm saying, those teams. The
Big
you know
clubs
them.
usually
The
don't have that
Stokes,
problem.
all them stuff. I'm about to say, hey, listen, buddy, we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. Don't
Now
worry
we
about
need a new
Watch your
Southampton
mouth.
in the Premier League now.
Nah,
What was the
I'm good
game?
off that.
Who,
We just got rid of them. We just got rid of Southampton. Nah, we
Shout
can't
out
do that.
Southampton, man.
We
Now
cannot-
they're never forgotten.
We
Adrian,
cannot.
Come on,
imagine
man.
Adrian, imagine being scared to play Luton away.
I'm not scared to
What
play
was
Luton.
you-
I'm just saying it's a pain in the ass to play Luton.
What was the
I see.
Brentford score against United last year, Gene, to start the season?
4 times 3,
Mm,
12. 12th place.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Beginning of the end for CR7.
That's crazy.
Beginning of the end, and that was the beginning of our season, man. We took
Nah,
off.
that
after
game game was beautiful.
Yeah.
That game was
Take it.
beautiful, man.
Oh,
Take
I
man.
don't think I was in the group chat yet. You were lucky.
Shout out that meme of Eric
Wait,
Ten
wait.
Hag. Bro,
Let's
thought it was his
Let's
day
see
off.
what. Let's see Chelsea versus.
We're talking about bottom
Nah,
of the table. We're good.
That's
we're good.
crazy.
Bottom of the table.
He's going.
19.
Yo, he's
Okay,
ready to
okay,
tap
okay,
into the
okay.
slander. He's
So
ready to
let's
tap
go
in.
get
But
back.
yeah, oh, yeah, I'm about to say.
Get
Hold
back
on.
on track.
Yeah.
Luton Town, 20th place.
Yeah, Luton 20. I was about to say.
I
You
was
was,
Luton 20.
Michael B. Jordan 19. Is that fair?
oh, wait a minute. I
That's
forgot
not
they
who
were.
I have in 19th.
I forgot they were still in the Prem.
I've
Low
got-
key.
I know he's born.
How did
right?
you forget?
Yeah,
the Champions
Bournemouth,
League?
Or
You're
Bro,
19
well,
and
I've
you're
got
My mind has
I
not
have-
been on the Prem this summer. I've been trying to decompress. It was a stressful season.
Yo, man,
I
it's
got
sleeping.
I got Wolves 19th.
Whew.
They're dead
That's-
meat, bro.
You know,
They're
that's
dead
kind of fair.
meat,
You
bro.
know? Yeah, I
No,
was thinking
Wolves-
about that,
Ed-
right?
Wolves, if we're being objective, I think Wolves have had the worst summer of any team. In
Oh
the league.
yeah, 100%.
Dead
They're
meat,
star.
they're dead
I'm about to say there's top
But they still
star
have
left
Lopetegui, bro. That's the only reason they're like mid-table.
somehow surviving.
Or like not mid,
True,
in between
true.
mid-table and
yeah.
relegation.
But they
Mhm.
have actually
They've had a
must
terrible
have signed
summer, bro.
somebody, right?
They lost
haven't
Neves,
signed
they lost Moutinho, they lost Jimenez.
Yeah,
The only
Raul
transfer I
Jimenez
see
gone.
someone.
They
as a
signed
free
back Matt Doherty,
I have no clue who
Wolves-
their coach is. to
Wolves
be honest.
legend.
We'll get to their
Thank you,
coach.
bro.
I haven't-
Real Madrid,
I
legend.
haven't-
I don't know what
He
to
was
make
in the job
of
for
it.
2 weeks.
I do have Bournemouth 18th though. I have
I-
them getting relegated.
I
I
don't
have
I don't
them
think they're
relegated
19.
too.
I don't think they're
But
19th.
My
I
19th is
had,
Sheffield United.
I had Sheffield. Like
I have them at
as well.
17th. I don't see 2 teams coming up and going down.
I
Wait,
think-
on what grounds do you have Sheffield United staying up?
Their whole live wire is gone. I'm about to say Diallo's gone. I don't. They have good. Again, they have some solid players, but I just don't.
And they lost NDA to, was it Marseille?
Oh yeah, yeah. So I don't know. I don't see
Is
it
that one
personally.
guy still played? The one that
Pure
he played
feeling,
as
bro.
a
Wolves are
he was a
dead.
midfielder. Lundstrom. You remember this guy?
Oh, John
From,
Lundstrom. Oh,
I'm pretty sure he's in Rangers.
Yeah, he left. Yeah, he
He's
left.
not even there anymore.
Yeah,
I'm
nah.
pretty sure he plays-
FPL go.
Yeah.
Nah, facts.
What a guy.
Respect to
Yeah, he
him. But
was
yeah,
amazing.
I still think
Shout out to that season.
I think Sheffield's going solid 19. I personally think that I feel like they lost too many key players, and I'm not seeing enough movement from them. At least from my perspective. Everybody could easily be wrong, but
At the moment, they brought in no one to fill that gap.
they're not the team that came up from the championship that's staying up, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I can see two of them going back down, but only one of them's going to be solidly in the Prem, and we can get to that later. I'm about to say they might not even be in the topic, but I can say honorable mention.
They're not in my top 10 though.
I wouldn't be surprised if Sheffield United finished rock bottom. By the way,
Yeah.
I think we could all probably say that all of us but Gene have the same bottom three. I would think, in some the order may be different.
order. Yeah, I have Bournemouth at 18.
Sheffield, Bournemouth, Luton would be the three
Yeah.
that I have.
Bournemouth and 18.
Wait, Trey doesn't have Bournemouth going down? Let's hear this.
I want to be a little bit different. I want to be a hater for a second. I just
Please
want
say, if it's not Everton, I don't want to hear it.
Nah,
It's Crystal Palace.
It's not Everton. It's not Everton. It's not
It's
Palace.
Crystal Palace.
Everton's not going down with all these crappy teams.
It's
It's
not.
either. Who's
Low-key.
the agenda? It's got to be Aston Villa.
Nah,
Aston
it's
Villa.
not
Villa?
Why Villa?
They're not
I
gonna go
don't.
down.
No, I don't.
No, but if you want to be a
Villa's
hater, I
up
mean, you
there.
put them
No.
Okay, who
I don't
are you
hate
gonna
Villa.
hate?
All right, let us
Brighton?
speak. Who is it? Who is it, Trey? Let's hear this.
I got a brand new agenda. You know what I'm saying? People was talking about money and all that stuff like that. West Ham, y'all was close last season. It might be y'all year. West Ham, it might be y'all year.
Come on.
Hold on. No, let's get serious. Let's get real on this though. Let's get real
You're
on
gonna
this
let
though.
that big ass stadium play in the championship.
They
All that money
could. They almost did last season. They almost
Then they
did last
didn't.
season.
They
Let's
did
hear
it.
them out. Let's hear them out. They lost.
I
Declan
mean,
Rice.
I can see.
No,
They got a
Declan.
nice
No,
bad
Declan.
influx. They
Skamaka's
got a-
gonna leave for $20
they got a
million
good
to enter.
Hey, Skamaka was.
And,
I mean, that
and
guy
what are
didn't
they
play
spending
anyways.
it on? Their top targets are all flying past them with that top money.
Wait, am I right in saying?
And Moyes is like, he been denying targets too. Moyes like, nah, we need some homegrown stuff. We need some da-da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. The Moyes is hitting the wall. I think he's hitting the wall. I don't think he can get through. He's hitting the wall. I
They
don't
bought
think
no
he can
one,
get
right?
past.
They made no signs.
They've lost people.
Yeah, they haven't.
Skamaka's talking about he's want to go into Inter. Declan Rice
Yeah,
already
but
gone.
that's not really a loss.
You know what I'm
That guy
saying?
didn't
Yeah,
play
you just
anyways.
gotta. They
But
did
still-
lose a legend.
So
Though.
they
They
lost-
lost a
they
legend.
lost.
Arthur Masuaku.
But
Famously
I-
referred to as Masauka.
even with them last season, it's hard for me to see how they can come through that without their talisman player. You know what I'm saying? Declan Rice out the picture, and they lost some more people too who had potential to
But-
keep them in the
but
in the
it
There's
really
an
game.
like-
asterisk
But let's
as
be
your
real. They were
prediction,
never
though.
really a relegation team last season. Like that was
Yeah.
just.
They also
That
won a
was
European
just.
trophy.
Yeah, they won a European trophy before Arsenal.
Oh, wow, I hate to put that in there. I had to throw that. I had to throw that.
You could just
If you
say
wanna be
trophy in
technical,
general.
nah,
You don't even have to add your
That's
European.
that's very crazy. That's very egregious statement for you. I'm
Being
about to say.
flexing the Carabao Cup on the first episode is crazy.
Thank you. How about we gonna?
If we get the Carabao Cup this year, I'll give it back. How about that?
I think
I'm
it
believing.
should be an
If you guys compete for
prediction.
anything, wait, what European competition are you guys in?
Focus
now?
on the Prem. Focus on the. Got to get new guys. Got to gel. It's all right. We're on the bottom of the table again.
Ask
You keep
Trey what happens when you focus on the Prem.
Hey yo, your top center back gets injured in a nothing game, and then everything changed. We had to play Rob Holding. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay for hairline
We'll get to
replacements.
this. We'll get to this.
That's-
When we discuss
is that
Arsenal,
what
we
we're
discuss
going?
Arsenal. We'll get to this.
I was about to say
But
it's a whole other thing. But yeah, I
we're back to
personally,
West Ham.
yeah, I personally think I can see West Ham going 18th just off of last season's
I don't
performance.
have them.
I
that
even-
low.
There's just.
I don't
teams
even
that are
have
way
them.
worse.
Yeah.
there's teams that are way worse.
I
No,
don't.
Sorry.
They,
Sorry,
they
Trey.
still have time.
That's
I
fine.
do think we'll
I
really
gotta
bad.
run my hater agenda. That's cool. I'm about to say
that's fine. Yeah,
Nottingham can have a shout, but they were playing very good. They were nicking points off people like that.
I have them like 15th, 16th.
Yeah,
I don't have them.
but
I don't have them that high.
Again, West Ham with the level of transfer activity that they're not doing right now, with the money that they have right now, I'm just like,
Wait, are
they
the-
need to supplement
And
something
they-
to
they-
make
they
me
are
change
gonna
my
sign
mind.
someone.
Are the
That's-
João
I mean,
Palhinha rumors?
they
Are they dead?
Apparently
I
they
heard-
want
I heard 90. I heard 90. I heard 90
Fulham
million
wants 100
minimum,
million.
or nothing.
That's what Fulham's asking for.
Yes,
for
Fulham said 90 million.
That's insane.
Fulham said 90. Drop that right now. We know what you got in your pockets. Run him. And I'm
No,
like,
good.
Yeah, good for Fulham. Yeah.
all I want to say is, bro, hey, I told people not to talk about their business over like that. But West Ham, they wanted to move crazy with their money. Hey, that's do all you, partner. That's all you, buddy. Good luck. Good luck. But 18, I got West Ham. But y'all, give me y'all 18th place. That's
I already
what
said, I got.
We got Jason Bournemouth.
I have
okay,
Bournemouth
Bournemouth,
18th.
Bournemouth.
I have
Okay.
Bournemouth 18th.
Okay, Michael B. Jordan FC. That's fair. That's fair. I think I'm about to say they had some good flashes last season. Honestly, but they just needed to be more consistent. But
They should've never
they
fired
always
him.
they was always on the fringe. They have
Does
Yeah.
any like I personally can hardly name any players from Bournemouth at the moment.
Billing, bro.
Philip Billing was cooking. He was
Billing
cooking
was
at
Okay,
times.
Billing,
he's been
He
there
was
for a
cooking
while.
at times last season.
Dom
Solanke's still there.
hmm
Wow.
Mm.
Was he cooking last season? No,
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, well,
He
not
was?
not as much as Billing, but still, he actually.
But that was their
had
first year
something.
back.
Bro,
Yeah.
Solanke before last season had like 2 Premier League goals. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure he got like at least 6.
Yeah.
Like, that's like triple.
At least,
his
at
total.
least for his output, yeah, he was. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do not see them staying up.
yeah. I mean, that's
Wait,
fair.
can we discuss that Wolves pick a bit more?
I've
Yeah.
got Wolves at 17, so I'm not much farther off.
Oh wow.
They,
Mm.
they have not
Those guys
done.
are-
They have not brought anyone in. They lost their best player in how long in Ruben Neves.
And he's not even that good.
He don't say that.
Nah,
He
he's
could
a
have
solid
walked
top
into.
six,
He
man.
could have
I mean,
walked
for
into
Wolves.
19 other, or probably every other
For
team
Wolves,
in the league. but City.
he's top. He's top for Wolves.
He walks into
For sure.
what? He walks
Probably could've
into
played
to
for-
Arsenal over who?
Neves?
Neves?
Nah,
It's a
he'll,
fair-
he'll,
it's a
He
fair
walks
shot.
into
Nah,
United
Neves-
over who?
Neves barges
Over
into
everyone?
United. He doesn't
Come on.
walk in there.
He
He
does.
walks into Spurs. I can tell you that.
Yeah, he
He
walks
walks
into
for
Spurs.
someone.
Yeah.
He'd walk into Newcastle too, I think.
Walks into West Ham.
Uh,
I don't.
walks
Nah, I don't think he'd
into,
walk into Newcastle.
If Newcastle played a 3, if they played a 3,
Yeah.
he could be in there
Yeah.
with
At the
Tonali and
moment,
Bruno.
he might. It's debatable whether he gets into Brighton's team.
Nah, he gets in.
If they don't get rid
I
of
feel you
Caicedo.
get
Caicedo,
in.
With
After they-
McAllister gone.
Assuming
Yeah.
Caicedo's still there, and they have Dahoud as his replacement, the guy from.
Yeah, but how many
walking
times have
in
you
there.
watched
That
Dahoud
guy-
play?
That guy's
That
cheeks,
was
bro.
Mahmoud
Nah,
Dahoud,
I've
come
watched
on.
him, and that guy's cheeks. That guy.
Dahoud was supposed to come to Liverpool back in like 2017.
Yeah, remember when he was
I'll
getting
never
gas.
forgive him, man.
He was getting a lot of
Mm.
gas.
Listen
back
what happened to his career for
Mm.
choosing that shit.
But I
But
feel
yeah.
like
then. Anyway,
if you don't have Wolves getting relegated, if you have them anything
I-
over 15, I think you're just.
Yeah, that's
They're
you're
all-
tweaking.
they're all-
You're
they're all-
tweaking.
they're all-
You are tweaking.
I
I
had Wolves
agree.
14th.
That nah. Whoa,
14?
whoa, 14.
14. Okay, so let me preface this by saying
He has Everton. He has Everton lower than them.
If Lopetegui walks like he threatened to do earlier in the summer, then I could put Wolves 20th in the league. I rate him that highly. The job he did when he came in last season, they were rock bottom of the league, and he would just got them cooking on those 1-0 wins with those loan players like Sarabia he brought in, Mateus
that's
Cunha.
true.
He has that pull. Like they lost their entire spine from like 2017. Whether Neves, Moutinho, Jimenez, Cody's gone. But there's still a
They
couple weeks
lost a
left in the
lot.
window. I
So
think he
what's
could probably
the what's
They
the
still
average?
he could
have
probably
a-
pull in a couple. He could probably pull in a couple of those cheeky loan signings,
Do they
and
still
then he's
have
good
Pedro
enough
Neto?
to get them up.
Is
There.
he still there?
Yeah, but
Neto?
he's been washed since his
He's
ACL.
watched,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope he comes back. I used to love Neto.
He was. Yeah, he was balling.
Yeah.
Where Arcata moved into top 10.
I was about to
In
say.
17th, by the way, I
Yeah,
had
so
Nottingham
who's the
Forest.
yeah? So real quick, give me
I
the
haven't
Great Escape one. Yeah, give me the Great Escape one.
I had Sheffield on a
Okay.
vibes.
lucky ass like they just fucking last game of the season they
Mm.
tied, the other team lost to City or something like that, and that's it. That's what I have them
Yeah.
escaping by a thread.
I think
And
I
that
think
thread they pulled out of their ass.
I pull. I say Wolves at 17th. I say Wolves escaping on my end. I still think they have enough quality to escape certain things, but like again, just speaking to Shango's point of like Lopetegui can actually like again get them organized and get them on some cheap 1-0 wins and
Yeah,
like,
he's
have,
good enough. He's
have
good
some
enough to
momentum.
And they have a
but
decent.
They're gonna be close. They
still
have a decent squad.
Jose Sa, right? Jose Sa
Yeah.
still there. He's decent. He's a decent keeper too.
I just think they're borderline. They're I think they'll always
They
be
need
borderline at this
signings,
stage
though,
unless
for sure.
Yeah.
They need
unless
signings.
they
Yeah.
sign more players. Yeah, unless they sign more players to just replace
Definitely
what they
more
already
safer.
had. So
Couple
yeah.
signings.
So real
Yeah.
quick, I had Luton Town.
Just say your 20th.
Yeah, I said Luton Town. What's it called? Sheffield United, West Ham, Wolves. That was my my relegation picks.
Crazy.
Yeah, that West Ham is
Nah,
wild.
hey,
Hey.
I'm waiting on it, buddy. I'm waiting on it. See you soon.
Hey.
See. Sorry, Wolfie.
Just note, by the way, we will be keeping track of these predictions throughout the season.
Oh yeah,
So-
100%.
So mofos with these West Ham
clips,
Wolves
yeah,
picks, they
these
cannot
clips.
hide. These will come back.
Hey, just know
Wolves
he
will come
said
back.
Wolves in
Wolves.
15th. He said
Everyone
Wolves
is
15th.
everyone
I
has
just wanna
Wolves near. This guy is I don't know.
Wolves,
But yeah.
West Ham.
Wait, you make it
Chelsea.
sound. I didn't single your name out, Gene. I'm
No,
just
I
saying
know.
all y'all
I'm
would
saying
be Wolves.
everyone.
Nah.
You said
Yeah, all
Chase,
y'all.
You
Trey,
said
yeah,
after,
all
you
y'all,
said
yup, yup.
man said
You
after
can't-
my
you can't
point.
hide.
That's crazy. But yeah, all right, real quick, Shank, I'm about to say, Philip, give your give your relegation 4. give your relegation 4.
So I have Luton rock bottom. I have Sheffield United
Okay.
19th, but they could easily swap.
Okay.
Bournemouth in 18th, unfortunately. Without Gary O'Neill, crazy. That was one of the craziest decisions I've
That
ever
was-
seen.
that
to get
was
rid of
the-
Gary O'Neill.
That was one of the stupidest
After
things
the
I've ever seen
after
in the
the
Prem.
shifty, oh my god. Just because of that, I want them to go down. And then
Low-key.
17th, I have Nottingham Forest.
Okay. All right. Gene, give your bottom four and survivors.
Luton, dead meat 20th. Wolves 19th. Bournemouth 18th. And like I said, Sheffield with the lucky ass win over Arsenal one day, or a tie against, I don't know, Liverpool at home, something like that, man. They'll get 17th. They'll escape somehow, some way.
All right. Adrian, your bottom four and your bottom three and survivor.
Okay, I've had Luton in 20th, Sheffield in 19th, Bournemouth in 18th, and then Forest in 17th. They're the great escape. We haven't really spoken much about Forest, but
I have them 16th. I have them.
Can I just say, Nottingham Forest signed AKA so-called Wonder Boy from United, Anthony Elanga. I don't know what happened to him. But watch him cook up. He'll be a star boy, man. He'll be the difference.
Beautiful, great finishing, Elanga has.
Yeah, but I'm about to say
now they don't have Keylor Navas anymore. That was
they don't.
I mean,
that was one of the craziest.
They lost Navas?
Yeah, he was on loan.
He was on a loan.
Oh yeah.
So they don't have Navas anymore. I don't know who the keeper is now. I think they're trying to get Henderson from United back.
That was just so crazy he was there. That was like when Julio Cesar played for QPR.
And he was performing for them too.
Oh yeah.
He was like crucial in their survival. So
shout out Nico Williams, by the way.
So now I don't know if like some of these other players I had like Lodi, right?
Right now Lodi.
I don't know if he's still there or not. Was he on 1 year?
Bro, they signed like
Felipe.
They signed half a village.
Back there.
Are most of them players still there? They're gonna be on the side of milk cartons in Nottingham, bro.
Yeah, they
I don't
signed
know,
like 60 players.
Like three, 14 buses. I don't know where half of these players are at this stage, bro. Like what was they on?
That Chelsea vibe, man. That Chelsea vibe.
They all gonna be a Vitesse.
In, out,
they all go to Vitesse, bro.
Players don't have a bench in the dressing room. Got to sit on the floor.
Since we mentioned Chelsea,
waiting outside the door.
Let's hear Chase's.
Chase. Yeah, and Survivor.
Bottom three. Hold up, let me pull back up. Unprepared. All right, so we've got Luton bottom, Bournemouth 19th, Sheffield 18th, Wolves 17th.
Okay. All right.
Somehow me and Chase are the only we're pretty close on.
Hey man, I'm
make it out what you will.
Come on, West Ham, come on. I
can't wait for West Ham to beat Arsenal first game that they play.
Hey, chill out, bro. Nah, we can't have that, bro.
That would be the most poetic times.
Only team in London that won a trophy last year, right?
Well, I was about to say that's crazy.
Your team is
That's
he's shameless.
Shameless. This is very shameless. This is
for everyone.
That's crazy. But anyway,
can I also say before we move out of relegation, I wanted nothing more than to put Everton in my bottom three. If there's one thing I hope I'm wrong about, actually two things. We'll get to the other one later. But if there's another thing I hope I'm wrong about, I hope Everton go down.
Sean Dyche is too good of a coach.
Sean Dyche, and they signed Danjuma too. Like,
brings it Triple H, man. He gonna get job done. Honestly, but it's unfortunate because I don't like Everton too much either. But he's gonna find a way. He's gonna find a way as usual. I'm about to say that's
celebrating not getting relegated like that. That's insane.
Yeah. No, in my opinion, they're probably one of the worst run clubs in the league. Considering.
Oh yeah, don't they have like top 6 richest owners in the league?
Yeah. I mean, just remember 3 years ago, man. James Rodriguez, Alan was there.
10 clubs, 10 years.
Robert Lewin was
they were cooking.
60-70 million pound player. Carlo Ancelotti was
one of the greatest managers.
If we're talking about Everton, they went to Orlando. They went to Planet Hollywood, and they did not tip their servers. By the way,
that's great.
I want to make
they didn't tip a soul,
and I know that because my wife was working there.
That could be a culture.
Bro, they sent because it's like paid by the club, bro. So they sent like a request because like they literally had people like worked 4 hours on just that club, and they didn't fucking tip.
Chase, cultural thing is not an excuse anymore.
That's crazy.
I want to make that known.
Every Brit with internet access at this point knows about American tipping culture. That's
yeah, no, that's wild. They gotta have a heart, bro.
That goes to show how those guys are.
That's the team that Dan June wants to go to. Okay. I see how people be rocking. Look at the mentality, bro. Ridiculous. But that's enough for the bottom of the table. Let's start working our way up to the top. Let's talk about the top 10 Premier League places and who we predict will be in them. Start with number 10. If anybody wants to kick it off, who thinks going to 10 slot?
I'll go first because I have West Ham in 10. So
me too. I got the Hammers 10 too.
Discuss.
I got the Hammer.
I think they won the Conference League. that definitely influenced my decision to put them up there. And I think that they're gonna do something in the transfer window. That not only something, they're gonna spend that money wisely.
In 2 weeks.
Yes.
Do you know any links that excite you?
Well, you don't need links. Last season, what United had nothing. We're dead meat, and Casemiro out of nowhere, left field, joined us. You think 100 million
No, you know,
pounds
it's
is not going to
true.
attract
Like
anyone?
that.
We
I
don't
don't know.
know.
I just I
who
have
they
a
could pull
feeling
in.
about it. I mean, I wouldn't say no. There's nobody in particular.
So
But
according to you,
there's a-
if they signed just a Rice replacement, that's enough for a top 10, or do
Yes.
they need more?
Yes, I think they
What about
signed
a
a quality
striker?
replacement.
Another season with Antonio up top? Or
Antonio up top.
Danny Ings also.
Hey,
Okay.
worst case scenario, Antonio up top.
Respect Antonio though. Come on.
They
He's
sell.
not-
Okay,
Yeah.
they sell.
No, I know Adrian does
Scamacca.
not respect Antonio.
Wasn't
Not
Antonio
to a
a
certain
right back for him?
extent. I mean,
I respect Antonio.
Antonio, I'm pretty sure, has played every position for West Ham
I
except.
remember he was
Nah,
a right
for
back.
except goals. Also,
I
really,
Yeah,
respect
he was absolutely a right back at one point.
Yeah. No, I'm going on this more
Bowen is
based off.
Bowen,
Of,
Ben Rom. They got a decent. They still
No,
got
they have
Paquetá.
no,
They have
very
a
good
very
players.
decent squad.
yeah,
Yeah,
Paqueta.
they're very
Decent
good players.
keeper.
relegation. We need
Yeah, that
it.
take is horror. That take.
Nah.
is
I think it's
That's off pure hate. I need it.
there's got to be some spirit there. I mean, they've
Yeah.
done something monumental for
Maybe
that
they
club.
do something with Gianluca, bro. Something comes out of Scamacca. You don't know.
But to be honest, with the current depth of their squad, like I'm sure they're gonna try and win the Europa League. I don't know. Do they have enough?
That's
I mean, they
another
came
factor.
close-
In fact, I didn't even consider the Europa League as a
Whoa.
distraction.
They came
from
close
the
a
league.
couple of seasons ago though to winning the Europa League and making top 6.
Was it last year when they lost to was it
2 seasons ago.
Frankfurt?
I don't think they
Last
want to
season-
be in the position that they were last
Last
season.
season they won the
seasons ago.
Conference League. 2
But they
seasons
lost
ago,
to
in
Frankfurt,
the
right?
semis,
Yeah.
in the semifinals.
I don't think they
Yeah.
want to be in the same position they were last season with the Prem. So they're just gonna go a little bit harder.
They got funds. I mean,
Yeah, they just need signings. If they make
they need
signings,
signings.
then I could for sure have them top 10.
What about you guys? What do you guys got?
For
top
now,
10?
now. And I'll go. In 10th, I have Brentford. Just a really well-run club. I'm not gonna
Who's
lie.
gonna be scoring the goals for them?
I'll be completely honest. Last season, I had them getting relegated due to second season syndrome. I thought it would kick in, but it didn't. They're too well run. Thomas Frank is a really good manager. The reason I don't have them any higher is because Ivan Toney is going to be out for how long? First 6 months of the season?
I
That's
think
why I have.
January.
Until
That's why I
is-
have Brentford.
Yeah,
I
until
don't know if
Christmas.
5 months of the season. Yeah, that's tough. That's a really big loss. But they've looked decent in preseason. It doesn't look like they're having issues scoring goals.
Preseason, come on, man.
I mean, of course, it's not everything, but it's something to go off of. And Buemo's still a really good player.
Thanks.
I just think they're well run enough that they can manage for
Yeah.
a bit, but it will be tough. If anything, I could see them. I
Them
could see them being
losing
around
Tony.
13th, 14th by the time Tony gets back, and they push on end of the season till a 10th place
That's a-
finish.
To me,
Yeah.
them not having Tony is worse than West Ham not having Rice, in my opinion.
No, there were games last season when Ivan Toney was missing, and they still kicked on very, very well. I think again, Tony of course bolsters the squad, a talisman player for him, but I think they still function very well without him. Again, they had some really key games where he's missing. I can't remember off the top of my head which ones, but they're a
can't
well-oiled
mention
machine, man. Listen, all I know is they are a well-oiled machine under Thomas Frank, and
Yeah, they
whether
are.
one piece is missing, a couple pieces are missing, or whatever configuration, Thomas Frank will find a way to try and make it work. Like, he'll find a way. He's
We'll see.
very fluid with his approaches.
Yeah,
like, at least
yeah.
from what
I don't
I've
think there's
seen,
any
and
doubts about
he can
Thomas
make
Frank.
some shit shake. He can make some shit work. So I
It makes
agree.
you think,
That's my
right?
pick for 10th. I agree. That's
It makes you
Brentford as
think
well.
why hasn't he been offered a bigger job at this point?
He probably has. I think he's just a very loyal dude. I think he honestly.
Like, why didn't Spurs go for him? You know,
That's a dead club, bro.
Yeah, Spurs ass. We can mention them because they'll probably be
Dead
somewhere in this
club.
top 10, unfortunately. But
Brentford may be in a better spot going forward than Tottenham is with how Tottenham's being run. I do have Brentford as 10 as well, though. So I think
Mhm.
that's 3 out of 5 with Brentford at 10. I was looking at Fulham too, but I think Fulham's just a bit stagnant. And I think some people, I
I
don't
have them a
know.
little bit under. I have them
12.
12, yeah.
Yeah,
I think,
Yeah, I
I
got
think
them in
Fulham,
that dead
Brentford,
zone.
and Everton are all kind of floating around that range. I think Brighton,
Yeah.
if Caicedo leaves, I think you could see some issues with Brighton. No Levi Colwell, don't want to
yeah,
spoil the top half of the table, but I think Brighton could struggle a bit. McAllister obviously as well. So I think Brighton, Brentford, Fulham are the ones kind of floating around that 10 ring.
fair.
me.
I think Brighton
I
are a
have
little bit
Brighton
higher.
ninth.
They go.
I have
They,
them ninth.
I was about to say,
We'll
yeah,
go
we can
ninth
get
next.
we can get right to
But,
ninth from
okay,
there. You
wait,
got Brighton
so
ninth.
Did everybody
Brighton
talk
ninth.
about their
Brighton
10th?
ninth as well.
Yeah,
we all
got
talked about our 10th.
Yeah, we going
Yeah,
to
yeah,
nine.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, Gene, talk
we don't
about
gotta stay
nine.
30. We don't gotta stay 30 minutes on 10th. You know.
All right, yeah.
Those guys-
Just want
Yeah.
to make sure. I don't remember who Trey had in 10th.
Yeah, no, I had Brentford. I agree.
Yeah,
Oh,
Brentford.
you had
Yeah,
Brentford.
three
I was about to say.
had Brentford.
Yeah,
Trey
no,
versus
Me,
and
Chase,
you,
and
bro.
Trey all had Brentford.
yeah, we keep it
Okay.
tracking
And then-
posts.
and then
But
Jim, I had
Gene,
West Ham.
yeah,
The only
Gene.
reason I
That'd
have
be true.
Brighton 9th, I don't have them higher. They lost too many players.
Mm.
They
What
still
is
have.
other
They
than
have.
McAllister?
That's their most. And they lost Trossard. We have to put that in. Yeah, they have Mitoma.
But they were
have
better
other-
without Trossard. Let's be real.
They were still
Levi
cooking.
Colwell is an important player for that team. And they
Oh,
lost
that's
him.
a big loss. Yeah, that's a big loss. No, for
They
real,
were,
that's a big
they
loss.
were
That's-
no,
yeah, that's what I'm
they
saying.
wanted him very bad.
No,
I
Levi's a big loss.
think
Yeah.
also look ahead of Brighton. Like I think it's more of just who's ahead of them rather than who's.
No, yeah, it
who
has
they-
nothing to do who's behind them or anything like that.
I like
They're
that. I
just-
think it's one of the best.
Villa,
well-playing
Chelsea.
clubs.
That's true.
There's just
However-
too many teams.
However, with
Manager's
Brighton,
insane.
we
Manager's
saw it last
insane.
season. They lost their players. They lost Bissouma. They lost. Who else did they lose that
Apparently,
season?
Cucurella didn't matter.
Cucurella.
So.
They lost, and they just spawned these random guys out of absolutely nowhere.
Yeah,
Came
I'm
We
in
not.
gotta see how long that
Maybe.
lasts, though. You know, how long can you just
Yeah,
spawn
bro.
yeah. No, that's
from
that's
the
the
shadows?
close to
Bro.
Brighton
You know what
though.
I'm
They
saying?
got the
Because now we've
old
got this guy in CISO who's
them still being
he's
top
ready
10
to come
was-
in and be a starter.
Tiso
dude.
is so good.
facts.
But that's
he's
what I'm saying.
out of nowhere.
Them being in top 10 though, like, for them, like that's gonna be what 3-4 years in a row now. There's gonna be
Yeah.
Also,
more-
Brighton's gonna be in the Europa League. That's tough on the
Yeah.
squad.
And
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
yeah,
They
that's
didn't
new
have to- They didn't
expectation.
have to worry about that. They didn't have to.
But
Worry about
Yeah.
but again, they got the old FIFA 14 scout star thing. They just redeeming points. They just redeeming them EA points on career mode, bro. They spawn a new star every 6 weeks. So I mean, like,
Who do you guys have ninth
That's
though?
true.
it's crazy.
So I've got Spurs in 9.
Yes, yes.
I can't
Yes.
disrespect that. I
Yeah,
I
so
can't
West Ham
disrespect
10th,
Harry
Spurs
Kane.
9th.
I can't disrespect Harry Kane. Like
I
that.
mean,
Kane's about to
uh,
leave. He's about to go to Bayern
Kane-
Munich. Yep.
Talk
Kane may or
Adrian.
may not leave.
Cook, cook.
I
Mayor,
mean,
man.
The manager they brought in, nobody knows anything about him. I don't.
Their
I mean-
back line
I mean,
is so bad.
I mean,
I
Celtic
just
fans will
figured
tell
that
you
out.
he's incredible.
I mean, who takes their opinion seriously?
That's
I
crazy.
mean, Celtic
Hey,
fans are-
Damn.
Hey,
I would
don't throw me in with that.
Yeah, I take
throw me in with
I take their shit seriously. I don't know
Just
about
say
this guy.
I don't know about their manager. Who they signed besides James Madison.
Who do you
a
need
new
to
notable
sign? You
signing.
have the best striker in the world playing for your club. Why do you need another
you
attacker?
think that Son has to play better than he did last season too. Like that was
Yeah, I'd
probably
be
what his worst
surprised.
season in a long time that he's had. Like you'd
And he
think
still
that
got what? 10
Son was
10
poor.
goal contributions, 15 maybe.
their back line is just really bad. I think that's.
their
I have
center
them,
back-
Nothing has
championship.
actually.
I have them at
notably
8.
changed,
I don't have them
in my
much better, but
I just think they're in a terrible state. Yeah, they've only signed James Madison.
didn't
they
their
were-
owner just get arrested or something too?
Also,
Oh yeah,
I
their
can't-
owner is
Yeah.
Yeah, multiple.
got indicted for
Oh
insider trading.
yeah,
Insider
yeah,
trading.
the insider
Yeah,
trade.
Joe Lewis.
I
Yep.
knew it. Look, I knew it. The club was fraudulent, as expected. You know what I'm saying? From top to bottom, just frauding. It's okay.
And their squad is just not good. I mean, they did sign a new keeper.
Oh yeah,
'cause Lloris isn't
Vicario,
finished.
Vicario, right?
Yeah, Vicario.
Mm.
They signed Vicario. Their center
We know
backs
he's really
are still Eric Dyer, Davinson Sanchez.
It's dead.
It's
Dead.
disgusting. It's so bad.
disgusting.
Chill. Don't
Um,
sleep. They still got Pedro. That right
what,
back,
Reggie-
that right
There
wing
is
back is nice.
Pedro
Don't
Porro.
sleep.
Region
Porro.
He's not
is
bad.
back.
He's-
Is back from his
He's
loan,
not
right?
bad.
Is he,
Region,
is he not just like a
I
like
think
a
Region's
Spanish
back from his
Cancelo?
loan.
Sergey Reggaeton
Pedro
is back in the
Porro-
building, bro. What is that gonna change?
Pedro Porro is not bad.
Pedro Porro came with good hype, but he was not good in the second half.
Yeah,
of
but
last season.
but he came into that shit show. So I mean, like, what do
He's
you
just a
maybe-
Cancelo region, isn't he?
maybe
There's been
Bissouma
Hoiberg,
might actually play.
go? What
Don't-
happened, Chase?
Don't sleep on
I
Richarlison.
think there's been Hoiberg rumors in terms of him leaving, which would be a huge loss. I mean, Bissouma has to do something at some point, right? Like he was bad last year.
Bro, my man's
that's
was-
what I'm saying.
They just have such a dead squad.
That's the
You're
only
looking
reason
at-
I have them.
Yeah.
I don't have them that. I don't have them at 8. I have
No,
them
they
at 6
still-
for that reason. I think
they've got
Bissouma
this,
is gonna cook a little bit. And
Mm.
Harry Kane, bro, that guy. What? How many goals did he score last season? 35.
He scored 30 in the league.
Mm.
Yeah.
That
he
guy's
scored 30 goals in the league.
ridiculous, bro.
I
He's
think
not
the
Yeah.
only
stopping.
reason
And I don't think
Kane-
he's leaving. I don't think he's
Yeah.
leaving.
Adrian,
if
what
he's
happened?
leaving, then yes, I'll put him like 9th.
So
Yeah.
I have them 9th place with Kane staying. If he leaves, they're having a
Yeah.
Chelsea
Yeah.
season from last year.
Boom.
Nah,
Yeah.
if they lose
They're
Kane, they'll have
on
a way worse season than that.
Oh yeah,
They're on a
100%.
post Antonio Conte fallout, which is they left with all of these 3-5-2 system players.
And
What are they gonna do with
exactly.
Perisic?
Exactly.
You know,
They're
I think
stuck with.
Perisic is gone, right? Wasn't he just a season loan?
I have no idea.
Oh really?
I was about to say.
I thought he was. I'm not even
Bro,
sure Perisic. But Pedro Porro was definitely one of those players that
They better pray.
be
They
useful as
better
a right wing back.
Oh my goodness, bro! They better pray that at least a portion of that squad can somehow adapt to how Postecoglou's gonna play. Because again, like you said, they're left with all these 3-5-2 again, like the odd Conte system players. And Postecoglou's gonna come in with more expansive football, like possession-based football and stuff, and try to be more just more bold and robust in attack. And the defense is gonna suffer a little bit.
Perisic will help with that though. If he stays, I don't know if he's.
And again, the defense is an issue. The defense is the main issue, though. The defense is the main issue.
Then who's playing left wing back?
I
don't even know. Is it
I don't think.
Because
I don't think they're playing wing backs.
They're not playing wing backs.
In a flat back four, they're gonna be Reguilón again.
Yeah.
Who we know we've already seen Reguilón in the
And
Premier League.
Romero didn't have the best of seasons, but.
Oh, I totally forgot about Christian Romero. Yeah, they still have him.
Romero,
yeah.
He's
not.
I mean,
no,
not a lot of players trying to. I mean, besides Kane, Son when he's back on it, and then maybe Kulusevski, but he was terrible last season. So,
Hey,
Kulusevski's a good player though.
Not in the beginning of the season. He was.
Just
I saw a couple games.
Most
I saw a
first,
couple
but
games.
besides Kane was terrible.
He got hurt. He got hurt. So
Post
Yeah,
that
he
he was a
wasn't
little
here for a
aimless.
while.
I can
Yeah,
give
what is he
Kulusevski a
gonna
little
do
bit of grace.
And is he gonna play an attacking four with Kulusevski, Son, Kane, and Richarlison? Is
That
that gonna
sounds
happen?
like ass.
I don't know.
And
One of them's gonna sit on the bench
Madison.
too.
And no Madison. I was about to
You
say that sounds ass.
And
Bro.
at this point, I mean, it's
are you gonna
probably your
talk
best
about
interest to
bench?
play Richarlison.
How are you gonna talk about bench with Richarlison like that's not cemented, bro? His ass is glued to that bench.
I forgot he was even on
Hey,
the
just
team.
just put some
You're
bird
so
food.
lucky.
Just put some bird food next to the bench, bro.
Philip,
Just put some
you're
bird
just
food next to that.
you're so lucky that when he's tied you guys and you scored 30 seconds late. If that didn't happen, bro. Oh my God!
We're
Man.
talking
What a
about a
goal.
man who got more yellow
What a
cards
goal.
for taking a shirt off celebrating goals than goals
This
scored.
goal scored.
He's a joke. He's a joke.
Insane,
That's
bro.
VAR. That's VAR, man. I
Nah,
blame them.
Nah, bro, that's
Man needs to
insane.
learn the offside rule. He's a grown man
Yeah,
at this point.
but
Yeah, and then where does James
I'm gonna
Madison
say-
even fit in? He's glued on the bench too. Is he?
Bro,
Because like where else is
nah,
he gonna
he
play?
has to play.
Maybe
No, Madison-
maybe behind
He
Kane.
has
That's
to
what I'm
play.
saying. But if Kulu doesn't play well,
He has to play classic
just
10.
have Son,
I think Kulu's gonna
have
be
Son.
benched. Off rip, Kulu will be benched.
But why would
they
Kulu
could
have to
either
be
run a
benched?
4-2-3-1.
Kulu's are
play up the
actually
right.
like only right wing.
They could just have a.
Actually, no,
why
actually,
don't-
yeah,
they could have a-
you're right.
Play right
That's not-
mid. He's a big guy. He's like he's
No, they could have a
he's
midfield
tall.
of Bentancur, Bissouma, and Madison, and then Son. Kane,
And that's also
Kulusevski
true.
up
Yeah,
top.
yeah, you could play. Yeah, that's you could play 4-3
We'll see how
with
the
just Madison
we'll
and
see.
that.
I
and
haven't
one
watched
10.
Most likely,
preseason
yeah.
at all. I didn't
Yeah.
see them preseason.
I was about to say.
But they
I'm
won a
not-
trophy. I don't know if you know that, but
Yeah, I haven't seen a thing they've done preseason, man.
I saw a picture
Funny
of them with
guy.
a trophy.
What country are they even touring?
This
Wait,
is-
who?
Are they?
This
Asian,
man.
They
some
go to-
Asian
They
country.
go to Korea because Sun brings in so much money when they go over there.
Who do you guys have
think-
ninth? Who do you guys have ninth?
They wanted.
I was about to say. Yeah, no.
That was
Yeah,
my ninth.
ninth,
I
I
I-
had Brighton. You had Spurs. Who else had ninth? Who else didn't say?
I
that?
have Brighton,
have
ninth,
Tottenham.
Tottenham eighth.
I have,
so
I
3
have
Tottenham,
Brighton.
2 Brighton.
Yeah. Okay.
And then with that being said, my 8th place is Brighton.
Mm-hmm.
So
Same.
Tottenham, Brighton
Actually.
are kind of flip flop on 8 and 9 for all of us, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I have-
yeah,
I have
Brighton
Chelsea.
eighth.
I have Chelsea eighth.
Shut
No,
up.
that's
No,
crazy.
you
This
don't.
guy- No,
Show me your
it's-
phone.
I have
me your
that's-
Sure.
Have
Nah,
some
wait, I
journalistic
wanna show-
integrity. Come on.
I
He's
want to
changing
show you.
it right
I'll
now.
show you right here. Right here.
Nah,
I'm gonna
it's-
change it.
hey, that's
Eighth
crazy.
place right here.
We'll have
Alright,
we'll
yeah,
have
scroll up,
everyone's
scroll up to
full
your top. I
table.
just
We'll have
read it.
everyone's full table.
How was
posted
that
at the beginning of
crazy?
this.
How was that crazy? I got Chelsea.
All right,
No,
going
we'll
on
say
to
no.
7. I think Aston Villa is going to have a very good season. I think that they're.
Wait, we're just gonna move on from this Chelsea.
Yeah, wait,
thing?
oh yeah, we gotta. Wait.
Yeah, he was the one wanting to move on quickly. He was like,
I
I'm not even
thought
gonna
he was
hear
trolling.
anymore.
Yeah,
I'm not
hold
listening
on.
to any of
Gene,
his
you
nonsense.
serious
No,
about
he's
that
not
name?
trolling. No, he's being
He
dead
is
ass.
cold.
He has
Oh,
Chelsea
Chelsea
has
needs.
too many
What?
good players to go. Dude,
Reece James could get hurt the first day off rip, and then you guys are done again. Like, what do you mean?
Gastos look
Who's
great.
your
in
striker?
preseason.
Who's your striker?
Nico Jackson.
Nico
is legit.
Hey, he's kind of cold. I actually
He's
kind of
good.
like
Looks
him.
He's good in preseason. Yeah.
And then if
amazing.
we
That
can,
doesn't mean nothing.
if we can flip Lukaku for anyone who can run, that's an upgrade. Because you have
Which
to.
is not happening.
Someone's going to want him.
Yo, I forget
Hey,
the
They
guy's
don't even
name.
want
Hey,
him.
man, not even Saudi calling, bro.
Okay,
not
listen,
even Megan
I'm not
Stallion
even
calling
talking
Have you
him,
seen that
bro.
meme of like all
guys
of them?
have-
Like it was
your
just
starting
Chelsea,
11
Juventus, and Saudi Arabia, like trying to push.
Your
them
starting
over all
11 has
towards each other.
Mudryk in it. Okay.
That's
You have
not even
Mudryk
true.
in your starting 11. Yeah. Everything I see is Mudryk starting.
Sterling.
How you gonna have that guy?
Madueke,
Goes to the
And-
Kia.
Nkunku can play anywhere.
And and let's talk about that's not even your worst problem. Your midfield. You have 2 players in your
not
midfield.
done.
3
Do you think
total players.
Caicedo will come? If not, I think they're going to hijack Lavia. Worst case. Sorry.
If
Phil,
they don't, you guys,
funny.
if you guys don't have a
Let's,
midfield, bro, you have Gallagher and Enzo right now, and then this random Brazilian guy that they got that's liking some crazy stuff on Twitter.
We just signed the French kid. He looks like he could be the next.
Yeah, you guys are just dropping 50 mil on
French
random
kid?
players.
I don't know.
Random guy.
His first name's
He doesn't even
Leslie.
know his
It's
name.
kind of weird, but
Look at Leslie,
I don't
man.
even know who this.
I'm
I
just
don't
saying,
know
it's
who
not
this
too
man
far
is.
off.
Yo, challenge impossible. Try and name
Spurs-
15 players in the Chelsea squad.
You can't. You
They're
really
not
can't.
done.
Yo.
Chase right now, actually.
Yo,
Chase right now.
hold on.
Name
You know
15.
that point in career modes when like you keep some simming forward and it's like all the academy players you have are just like automatically all the starting 11 in your squad. You can't name them
Yep.
motherfuckers. Like
We've
that's,
also-
that's
You
the
know in
point we
career
reached.
mode, you know in
The ones
career
with no
mode when they
face?
don't have the license for the team.
No, for
Yeah,
real.
that's what it is. They just throw a bunch of guys right there, and that's how it is. I'm just saying, I don't have them. I can't see them being that high
we
up.
beat 3
After-
Premier League
listen,
teams
listen,
that finished
I'll give it to
top
you.
10 last year in preseason.
Top 10, what a flex. Listen, if you guys get your midfield signing, if you guys get Caicedo or something like that, I'll put some respect. I'll put you guys up 6th, 5th. If you guys get those signings done, but we don't know if they're gonna be done yet or not.
And what about
I'm just
if
going- I'm
Mbappe
going-
comes walking through the door?
Oh my god, like, okay, that guy's not going
Now
to
we're
you guys.
talking.
Yeah.
I think that's a
Man.
different. That's a
Either
different
goes to
topic.
nah, yeah,
Yeah,
he's not
we're
going
gonna
to
talk
Chelsea.
about
That's
that
That's
later.
for
crazy.
sure.
But yeah,
I just
all
think
right.
I think you were looking for the
Before we
fix.
start talking about Mbappe.
Yeah.
No, no,
If
I'm not
Mbappe is
hating.
gonna go to Chelsea on loan, he
If
might
you
as well
guys
go to
get,
Saudi
if you
Arabia.
guys could get a decent, if you guys get Caicedo and Lavia, okay, you guys have something. But my problem
They
is you
gotta
guys
solve that.
depth. You guys
Mhm.
have
And Wesley
that
and
depth.
Wesley's injured again.
Thiago Silva. Thiago
Fofana's injured
Silva,
again.
Yeah, we just signed the center back from Monaco, though.
That was the guy. I was about to say, what was his last name?
So
I don't know.
who
damn.
who's starting?
There you
Who's
go.
starting for Chelsea next season? Like
They
what's
don't
the,
know.
like what's
They
your
don't-
projected starting 11, Chase?
They don't
It
even
would be
know.
Right now.
Peppa in goal, Chilwell,
God bless you.
Silva,
Man started with a joke.
Colwell, Reece James if he's healthy, Enzo, probably Andre Santos, unfortunately for the first game, Nkunku at the 10, Jackson up top, Mudryk or Sterling, Madueke on the right. That would be my guess on how it's going to start.
Dog, Lukaku's definitely gonna start. Dude, Lukaku's gonna play.
Lukaku's not even Colin. He's not even in the country.
Lukaku,
Oh my-
that
the
needs to be a bold prediction. Will Lukaku
the
play a game for
C's-
Chelsea this season?
No,
When the
I would
first
bet
Chelsea
every cent I
lineup
have that
drops.
Lukaku.
And Lakaka's up top.
He's probably in the
That would
Wait.
be-
So what do you guys got 8th? What do you guys got 8th?
Alba's home. My 8th is.
I had Brighton.
I was about to
Right.
say, yeah,
I think we just
Brighton.
flip-flopped, right?
We discussed
my
it.
8th was Brighton as well. I was about to say, I think with the Europa League stuff, they might be a little bit spread too thin, but they're gonna have a good time in the league again. They'll still be top half, like firmly, I think.
Yeah,
Seven?
probably,
That Europa League
each
might
season
be
then.
like
It-
because of that. I might like I could see Spurs flip flopping with Brighton.
Yeah,
Just 'cause of
yeah,
that. But I think Brighton's a better
Yeah,
team.
maybe.
But Brighton is
Yeah,
Brighton.
but
They're
De Zerbi is a
monsters.
quality coach. Probably the season where he's gonna
Facts.
prove himself.
Yeah,
as a
100%.
top coach, and maybe he's gonna leave at the end of the season. Maybe he get a bigger offer.
And I don't know if it counts to say breakout season because he kind of broke out at the end of last season. But Julian
Yeah.
Enciso is gonna be. He's
He's a
so
top
good.
player. Top.
He's so good. Early shout, young player of the year. Enciso.
Well, yeah, we'll talk about that. We're gonna get that
Oh,
into the
he's
second
19?
half. Don't worry.
He's
Yeah,
gonna try to
Like
give
19,
Rashford
18.
young player of the year again.
I'll give it to Mudryk before that guy.
That's crazy. That's
Talking about
crazy.
two 30-year-olds. Crazy.
I was,
That's
about,
what-
I was about to start talking about the Rashford soccer thing, but
Nah,
I think
yeah,
that's
Where do you guys got
another-
Villa? Where do you guys got Villa?
Yeah, let's get to that next though, because I
Aston
got
Villa is my 7th place.
I got Villa
seventh,
7
too.
I have.
Damn.
I got them
Villa,
7th.
Yeah.
y'all
seven.
are
Wow,
tweaking.
unanimous.
Yeah, I have them
What do you
7.
got?
I'm
You
about to
got
say-
Villa 7th?
Listen,
Chase?
I'm not
Damn.
I'm not gonna lie. Listen, you know what I'm saying? A lot
Someone
of
said
stuff.
relegation for Villa. not too
Who?
long ago.
Oh, but
Adrian.
that's crazy.
Mentioned
Yeah,
Villa.
that's kind of
They
crazy.
didn't
As,
lose
relegate.
anyone. They
No,
brought in
it's just-
Diaby, who I
as-
think
as-
is a-
I was thinking about
That's
agenda. That's
as
it.
much as
I
Villa
know
have
Trey.
been
I know
annoying.
Trey has a Villa agenda.
I
He's
don't have
got
a Villa.
lot of Arsenal fans.
I have a specific Villa agenda at some point. That was in the past though. That's fine. I can acknowledge that. I can acknowledge that they're a good team though.
No,
They
Arsenal
been-
fans hate Aston.
So listen,
Villa.
what we thought they were
I'm
gonna
about
do
to say.
last season, what we thought they were gonna do last season is what they're gonna do this season.
I think they're gonna
No,
kick
they
on.
still did it last season though.
Yeah.
Didn't they finish 8th?
They still finished pretty high.
Right, that's where I had
But
them.
what about the beginning though? But in
Yeah,
the beginning,
was rough though. Yeah.
Hey, we weren't predicting the November table. We were predicting the end of the season.
And
man.
it's the 8th,
So we
man.
still got it right.
Ah, that's
fair.
fair.
I'm
That's
not
fair.
gonna, I'm
That's
not gonna
fair.
act like I didn't think Steven Gerrard would be the one to take him there. But
No,
it still worked out in the
I
end.
had Villa.
God's plan.
Oh my! I have Villa 7th because of, I mean, I think what Emery did last season.
They added depth.
From what I know, they signed Diaby.
Yeah,
That's
they
a
signed-
big signing.
they
for
signed
them.
I was just
Musa.
say, I don't want to
Who
hear
else have they
Trey
got?
calling Unai Emery a great coach when he wanted his head on a
Nah,
pike
nah,
a
nah,
couple
nah,
years
nah,
ago.
nah.
Pau Torres,
I can
they
I
just
can
signed the
do
center
that.
back.
I can definitely do that.
Don't
I can say he
flip-flop on
learned.
us.
I can say he learned from his mistakes. Because when he was trying to play Lucas Torreira in the 10, he was definitely losing his damn mind. Let's not get it twisted. I can acknowledge both sides of the story.
Y'all just didn't believe in his system, man. Even last season,
He
in Villa,
didn't believe in his system.
He was playing with no wingers. He was playing with Louise, McGinn, Ramsey.
And he
Bro,
brought in Diaby,
it just-
who's a great signing. I think Tillemans helps him a lot.
Yeah.
Who's there? Ollie Watkins had like 15 goals last year.
Yeah, they signed
Yep.
Pau Torres as
Pau
well,
Torres
which I think is a really
signing.
astute. That's
That's
a
a
really
quality
astute signing.
signing.
That's a very astute signing.
For them.
Talk
yeah.
about
honestly.
players who would someone would walk into teams' defenses.
Nah,
Pau
on
Torres.
on some
Not
real,
mine,
man.
though.
But like, hey,
Not
Not mine either.
I'm not saying
Give a
better than
5'8" center back.
This is a player said he was interested in.
Nah,
so
I don't think he
that's a-
walks
that's a
into
quality
to
signing.
any of our teams, to be honest. But
Yeah,
it's
but
still a good pickup.
it's I think again to get where they need to go this season, I think it's a very very smart signing for Emery. Again, he's familiar with the player from Villarreal. Like there's good stuff there. There's signs there that he
Yep.
strengthened very well, and I feel like he won't have a second season syndrome. I feel like he won't have it as much, honestly, because he's had this amount of time to kick on. He's added everything he's wanted to. Villa's been
And
giving
he's
him.
getting backed. Yeah, he's getting
back.
I think
Seriously.
Villa could finish any other season. I might have had them finishing in the top 6, but I think the top 6 is just
It's
solid
a
this
little
season.
bit. It's a little bit
Plus-
too much. Yeah.
Plus, I think Villa's probably gonna prioritize the Conference League. You know, Unai Emery is a
Yeah.
merchant
League
for those,
merchant. League
for
merchant.
those
Come on.
B tier, C tier European competitions.
Yep. So he's gonna do his
Yeah, they're
numbers.
favorites for that at this point, right? Like they have to be.
I definitely up there. I need to
If
see
West
who's.
Ham won it last season,
Yeah,
pretty-
they definitely be
it's pretty-
up there.
So
pretty
since we had
scary
a
thinking,
unanimous 6th place, you guys have all
Newcastle.
Chelsea.
Newcastle 6, Chelsea 5th.
Chelsea. Oh my God, I have Chelsea in 6th. Crazy Chelsea fan has them in 5th.
I
Um,
yeah,
I
I
mean, you
want
have
to
to be
say
realistic compared to last
Respect,
season.
respect. That's real. That's respect. I see a lot of
I
people
think-
having Chelsea in top 4, top 3.
I
I
think
don't know.
Newcastle-
Chelsea top 4, top 3.
I seen a lot of it. A lot of it. I don't know
I
how.
think
Chase,
think
yeah,
Chelsea was-
Chase, dive in. That's your team. Dive in. Why you think they 5th and not Newcastle?
I think Chelsea benefits from the fact that they don't have to focus on anything else but the Prem. I think that the defense was sound last year. That wasn't the issue. I really, and I don't want to spoil my signing of the season, but I think Nkunku is going to be one of the better players, attacking players in the whole league. I think he's shown in preseason. Nicholas Jackson has shown that maybe they don't need to bring in a true striker. I also just think Newcastle is, they're going to be spread pretty thin with the Champions League as well. So I think there should be some aggression in terms of league play there. I don't know. I think Newcastle is going to be severely overrated this season after being underrated last season. So, and plus Chelsea's it's a big club. I think eventually water kind of finds its level. So I think 5th is respectable.
Interesting.
I like the Chase just said 5th was Chelsea's level.
I was about to
For
say
now,
this
for now. Let Mudryk develop. He's young.
forever.
He's 29 years old, bro.
Yeah, he's actually what? He's like 23, right?
Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
22, 23.
And they act like he's 18 years old. So
Hey,
I
bro.
don't know.
Listen, give him.
Who have Newcastle signed?
They've signed
Tonali.
Tonali,
Tonali.
Harvey Barnes.
Harvey Barnes is a great signing.
That's a good
Yeah,
signing.
that was a wonderful steal from West Ham.
What,
honestly.
40 mil? 40 mil they got him? 45,
Yeah, it's
something
like
that?
40, like
I
40.
don't know
West
how much.
Ham. It was
Like-
from Leicester.
Leicester.
No. I mean, they poached him because West Ham were in talks to him
Oh,
for a
West Ham
while,
were trying to
and
get
then
him.
and
Yeah,
Newcastle just
yeah.
swooped in and got him. I was
But
say,
they
well,
lost club legend to Saudi Arabia, man. Alan Maximin.
oh yeah,
It's just not the
same,
Right.
same.
Let's be honest,
What
bro.
was
that man doing? At
I
this
mean,
point?
I mean, he wasn't playing. He wasn't playing last season,
Yeah,
but
nah.
it's just end of an era, you know.
Yeah, no, for real. I'm about to say.
Traore vibes, bro.
That's such a waste of talent. I mean, San Maximin.
No, that's disrespectful, man. He's better than Traore.
I mean, he
How
was
many?
like
What
Yannick
did he do
Cal
last
Walker.
season? What did he do
Yannick
last season?
Bolasie
He-
Well, because he wasn't
Yeah,
playing
he-
last season.
Dang, that's
But-
crazy.
Genuinely-
The
playing?
Bolasie elk.
I saw him versus Dalot in the freaking.
He scored
in
a
the
crazy
finals.
goal last year, didn't he? Like a crazy volley, or was that 2 years ago?
That might have been last season.
Yeah, I can't
I
remember.
just, I mean,
I
I
know
think
the
that was
goalie's
a good
talking about.
squad. I love Joel 10 in the midfield. I think that's like a revelation for his whole career.
Yep.
Obviously, Bruno is one of the best. I think probably the best non-Big Six player in the league. I think everyone would probably agree with that.
He's definitely up there for non-big
Yeah,
six
he would
at
walk
this
into
point.
midfield.
And then obviously
Yeah.
Isak, we saw glimpses
Yeah,
last year.
that
of
guy's
what he can do.
That's a
disgusting.
cold brother. That's a
That guy's
cold
disgusting.
brother, man.
Isak's a
That's a
baller.
And he's
cold
not even really
brother.
playing his true position. He's playing on the left. I would
Mhm.
consider him to be more of a striker. 'Cause
Dog. He's
Callum
oh
Wilson
yeah.
got 18 goals last year. So
Oh yeah.
I think they're good. I just think that there's so much to, and they're going to want to do well in the Champions League. So I think
Mhm.
that's where their fall is
Yeah.
at.
I don't think they're gonna do well in the Champions League.
Yeah, I don't think they're
I have them
crazy
fifth.
crazy.
I have them fifth.
Yeah.
I have Newcastle.
I
fifth.
have them fifth personally, just because of the slight squad additions that they made. I feel like it's geared for them to be a little bit. They've already
But
set
they're
their
not going
strategy in the
ahead
league.
Liverpool.
You know what I mean?
They're not going again over Liverpool again.
Yeah,
No way.
no, hell no, nah.
No way, Liverpool.
There's no, not with the changes
get
this
to that.
season.
We'll get to
I
that.
don't think so. But yeah, Newcastle, I feel like have set themselves up for another solid campaign. The additions are really, really nice. I think again, Harvey Barnes is good for just Premier League experience and them just nicking results when they need it. Good energy on that way. They don't have to deal with Anthony Gordon and people like that. You know what I'm saying? Wasting chances, being wasteful. Like they have a solid game plan. They're sticking to it. If there's that change, I don't know if y'all saw it, but there was like some report that they might add like more like the World Cup timings and add injury time for time wasted.
It's happening.
If that's happening,
Yeah.
they could be sixth. I might change my opinion if that happens because these time wasted ass bums.
No,
I'm sorry, Toon Army. Y'all be going crazy with that. And y'all might go sixth because of that. Y'all might lose some games because of the time added on the back.
do you remember the game Newcastle Liverpool at Anfield last season where they spent the entire match with
Bro.
prime Diego Simeone tactics?
Bro, it was
Referee adds on
nasty.
8 minutes, the end of the game, Liverpool score a winner in it, and then they start complaining.
Bro, again,
That's-
if we had proper time added back when we played them in January at home, we would have won that game. We were cooking them, but but they at some point during the second
They
half
didn't
they
miss any of the
no ball.
chances, bro.
No, like
They would just
no.
get the chance and they would put it in.
And then they just
against
again the
us.
time waste, and then Eddie Howe's like, hey man, we're just playing the game. But when other shit happens the other way, and somebody time wastes just a little bit, just a tiny bit, he goes crazy. He's like, oh yeah, they're not playing football.
Yep.
But that they could drop to six.
You know who
But
does
that
the same
alone.
thing? Simeone does the same thing. Atletico becomes all crybabies when City did to them last season. Those guys were crying, bro.
Little baby,
Savage
son.
was being a little baby. All of them were being little babies, bro.
I mean, you know
That's the
those
only thing-
stories people tell about how after Eddie Howe left Bournemouth, he was traveling around Europe, learning his trade with coaches, and one of them was Diego Simeone. This is
Man.
what he picked up from Simeone, along with Kieran Trippier.
Demon
He
gene.
picked up this shit, bro.
Absolutely demonic, bro. Terrorist. Like,
Yeah,
yo,
10
bro.
minutes added on in every Newcastle game against another top 6 team.
Bro, that's trouble. That's trouble.
justice.
As a matter of
It was a
fact,
great memory when they tied with Arsenal, though.
but so ass,
that was
so
glorious.
I was about to say.
Glorious.
That's why we're
Shall we
talking about.
kick it to
That's why
the-
we're talking
shall
about the
we
new
kick-
season. That's why we're talking about the new
I'll
season,
take
buddy.
after that game. That was
Should we
prime-
kick it to
prime
top
comedy,
four?
prime entertainment.
Wait, can I just say with Newcastle? So I had Newcastle in 5th place, and the reason is not because I think they're gonna get worse. I just think they only finished top 4 because Liverpool had such a shocker. I just can't see that happening again. Yeah, Tonali and Harvey Barnes, great signings, but yeah, dealing with Champions League, I honestly I don't think their squad is deep enough to handle that well. But thankfully, I don't think
That's
I
what I told-
don't remember who said they don't see them doing well in Champions League, but I don't either.
I said.
I think they're going out in the group stage, which honestly will be to their benefit because
Yeah.
their squad isn't big enough.
And they'll just write out. They'll just write it out to
to fifth.
fifth.
And
Again,
remember, I said that about Liverpool last season, that you guys were gonna have problem with Champions League too, especially with your depth.
Man, Liverpool
Yeah.
just had problems. Period.
I
Problems
know,
everywhere.
but that added to the problems.
I'll give Chelsea benefit of the doubt though, which I honestly don't want to, but I'll still do it anyway. Like I just do. I feel like if the defense meshes in the midfield somehow clicks, if that somehow can be solved, y'all will kick on more often than people think. Like low key, on the lowest of keys.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't think the depth is as important with no European. I mean, obviously, it's
Yeah,
still
true. It's week by week in his cups, but
Nah,
yeah,
but injuries, that's the thing.
And
bro.
that-
If
and
you guys
that's the
lose
thing to
one
manage.
person,
facts.
you
It's
guys-
already a little bit topsy turvy with some of the people I have out. And again, like I don't like Wesley Fofana being out as a neutral. I don't like Wesley Fofana being out. You know what I'm saying? Like upsetting that because I think he's one of the best defenders. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have. So
Same thing with Reece James. You think I want
Yeah,
that guy
and
to
Reece
be
as
hurt?
well.
I love Reece James. I love Reece James, but he's made of glass. He's made of
So is
glass.
Chilwell, and I think Chilwell, I
Mm.
talked about in the group chat, I think he may be the best left back in the league. So, but
Who's playing right back if James is out injured?
Mario Gusto or Gasto.
oh yeah, Malo
Malo
Gusto.
Gusto.
Yeah. I'm about to say he's new. I haven't seen
Can
him
we
play,
talk
so I
about
can't
how
judge
he
him.
says that with a straight face? By the way, Chilwell being
What?
the best left back in the
Yeah,
in the
I was
league.
gonna gloss over that like it wasn't a thing. I was just
I
gonna.
mean,
like,
he's up
repress
there.
it. I was
He's
gonna.
up there.
He's not. He's
we
not.
could
Yeah.
spend, we could
No.
spend 30 minutes going over how Zinchenko isn't even a left back, but it's fine.
That's crazy.
I don't even have to
I wasn't
mention
even gonna say
Zinchenko.
Zinchenko. I personally wasn't even gonna say he's the best one in the league. I think he's up there as well, but I wasn't even gonna say he's probably
What
like
did I
best.
say?
One in the
City,
league.
City has 2 center backs that play left back that are better than Chilwell right now.
No,
I-
the City has
yes.
a left back who's better than Chilwell, who can't even play on the team because Pep hates him, and he gets loaned to Bayern
No,
Munich.
if we're talking about Cancelo, then City has 3 left backs that are better than.
Yeah, he's talking
Let's just
about
assume Cancelo's not
Nathan.
even
He's talking
left,
about
'cause He's not
Nathan.
really a left back, is he? We're
I
talking
was
about
say, yeah.
Nathan is remember where Nathan came from.
Ake, they throw
Mm.
a Kanji left back. They throw everyone left back, and they.
Yeah.
Kanji was
Hey.
balling at left back.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It's
Okay,
like
so
just
that's
them off rip.
again, that's a whole technical discussion. You guys talk about natural, like who's starting left back. He's gonna do it. That's what I'm saying. Like either we're gonna
I'm
say
just saying,
everybody
everybody
who's ever
that
played
plays
left
left
back
back,
during that season.
not a player that has the LB on FIFA.
Yeah,
a player that
no,
plays left
like
back in
actually
real life.
consistently,
I'm
yeah.
choosing where I want my moment to be. I'm saying a FIFA player with LB on their card, Chilwell is the best one.
He's
in
a
the
left
league.
wing back in FIFA. I'm pretty sure.
No.
Pull it up.
Yeah, no, we're just
That is-
talking
that is
about
insane.
left back
Why-
is actually
One second.
a modern left back,
Leave
right?
it-
Who goes up and down, which I mean,
Leave it to the
like, Ake
Chelsea
doesn't
player
do
that was talking about the FIFA names on their card, bro.
There's not many of them
lettering
anymore. I mean,
Kick off top 4. I'll be nice, Gene. I
I mean, there's still Chilwell, there's Robertson, there's Estupinian.
Left wing back.
that's what I'm saying.
There's
Robertson,
Luke Shaw.
Stupinian, those are probably the top 3, 4. Like in terms
Luke
of
Shaw,
what a
it's
modern left back is.
I think
And
this is
if
where
let's
we're
just
gonna.
say Ake is a center back, right?
This is
Yeah.
we're all gonna disagree. I think on. The top
Oh
four.
yeah,
We're gonna have some
Let's get it.
problems with the top
Let's
4.
let's
Yeah,
get
this is
it.
probably
Let's
where
get
the
into
bulk
it.
of where the biggest
I'll-
gonna come from.
Philip, do you want to start? Do you want to start top 4? You haven't started one in a minute.
Really, I feel like I start most of them. Well, anyway,
Chase
if
wanted
this-
it. Chase wanted to start.
Oh,
it.
did you? Oh,
He
no,
wanted
no,
it. He wanted
yeah.
to talk about Manchester United
Yeah,
before.
I was gonna say I wanted to have a. I think we've had a lot of tension between
Okay.
us recently, and I want to just kind of clear the air. I have you 4th. That's a big step for me. I don't like that you have a 5'8" center back. I don't think Mason Mount is good, but I just think based on the competition, you kind of have to finish 4th. That's where I would go. I like Onana as a signing.
Firstly, he's 5'9". Let's get that off rip. He's not
He's
5'8".
trying to
Let's
fight people
let's
in
add
preseason.
Short King.
tell me about one of the best center backs of all time, Cannavaro. Why didn't no one say he was 5'8"?
'Cause there wasn't Twitter to
Ballon
make fun of
Ballon d'Or, and World Cup.
This Twitter didn't exist
When was
in
last time a
2000.
center back won a Ballon d'Or?
What are you getting at? Martinez isn't winning a Ballon d'Or.
I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying when was the last time a center back won?
I'm being nice. I gave you guys 4th place. I think that should just be the end of the discussion. I don't think you can go any higher. I don't think you're better. I think Arsenal, Liverpool, City is a clear top 3. I don't think anyone
We
would
could go.
debate
We could go player for player with any of them except for City.
that. Let's see. That's just delusion talking. I don't think.
Player for player.
How's that
To be
delusion?
honest, I don't
Half
think
the
he's that far
squad,
off
maybe.
with that.
I don't think he's that far off. Exactly.
Player for player.
Nah, I don't know exactly, but
No, I'm not saying we have
Yeah.
the best player out of all.
nah.
of them. I'm just saying, competition-wise, if you guys go to Old Trafford and play us, it's not going to be a fun day for anyone.
I want. You know
Especially Arsenal last season when you guys played, you guys couldn't beat City once.
what? Yeah,
last
no, I can acknowledge that. Yeah, we could.
United
we could
beat them,
motherfuckers.
Liverpool beat them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We beat big clubs, and that's without whatever we added now. You know, you could say Mason Mount this, Mason Mount that, but you can't say that that's not adding depth to our squad. That's not making players rest. You know, Bruno, at the end of the day, he played every game. He's missed 3 games since joining United. And they're all because he got like the flu or some BS.
I'm
No
ready
injury,
for
no
the
nothing.
downfall of Bruno. Don't worry. I've got
I
notes just stacked up. There'll be a time. There'll be a
I-
time. Don't worry. About
I'm not.
He
I'm
walks
not
cool.
into
going.
That's why
he walks
they're
into
fourth
Chelsea
place
right now,
predictions.
and he walks into Chelsea and he'll be their best player.
All
He's
right.
your best,
Well,
he'll be your
since-
best player.
Trey,
hold on.
Trey, who do you have in
Yeah,
fourth?
yeah, hold on. I was gonna jump back in as well. This is tough. I ain't gonna lie. This is a very
It's
tough
not easy.
top 4. This is
Yeah,
difficult
It's not easy.
because
Who do you
I
have
thi-
in fourth? Just say it. Just say it. Who is it?
They're all of you guys are gonna have United, and I already know it.
boys are 4th.
I already know you
Wait,
guys.
so
have-
before Trey says whatever
yeah.
shock you think he's about to say, I also had Man United in 4th place. Let's just get that out.
And I did as well.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was teeter-tottering between this. Okay, I'm teeter-tottering between 2. I was about to say, but I by the thinnest of margins, I think United will be fourth. I think United, but I
All
can.
that
I can.
suspense.
All of
I
this
can-
just to know that everybody else put Man United in fourth. Like,
You
You want to know what
yeah,
team I got fourth?
but-
Since you guys all have the same thing, I got
Yeah, you
Liverpool
can go-
fourth.
That and fair. I'm about to say that's fair. I personally think that Ten Hag still added really good pieces. I think you adding Onana was probably one of the best moves you could ever make because you know what I'm saying. DDG, that boy, that was
He's our
Yeah,
most,
club
listen,
legend. Respect
Onana
him.
is our most important signing since RVP, by the way.
probably
Make that note.
probably
Yeah, more important than Bruno after all you just said.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Now I
Uh,
mean,
what's
I,
that?
Onana he's gonna get 2 assists.
Before he's played, before
Not
he's
in the
played a
Prem.
game,
Not in the Prem. Not in
We'll
the Prem.
clip this up when he makes an error leading to a goal.
I'm sure
I
he'll
can't
do it.
wait for that.
It's as long as it's not an hour and a half video that I've seen of David De Gea. He could have 3 mistakes in the season. I don't care.
yeah,
Hour and a half fail comp is crazy.
Yeah.
I
The
just-
only
I
thing
just-
Chase
I
could
think
find
it's
was
even
20
crazier
seconds.
is,
The only
Yeah.
thing Chase
is who
could find
had
was
the
20 seconds.
who had the time and the hatred, or I guess the dislike for
Mhm.
David De Gea to make an hour and a half long comp for
Nah, that's
mistakes.
Listen, but
Yeah,
that is
but there's
crazy.
just some variables with United again. Like, how is the Holland thing gonna work out now that you guys are close
we
to
don't
getting
know.
him?
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
If-
There's just still some variables about how you guys are gonna execute certain things that I'm unsure about with y'all. But
that's fair.
again, we said it from last season though. Even though he was clowning him, calling Eric 10 months, Eric 10 days, all that stuff like that. Ten Hag is a good manager, and he's been able to be pragmatic enough to get solid results and get a string of things going, even though his squad hasn't been perfect.
Only
His squad
mistake
hasn't
was
been
what he
fully
did at
integrated.
Anfield last season. That was the only mistake.
Yeah, I'm about
What
to
a
say.
day that was. What a day that was.
That's the only
Mistakes and
thing.
understatement.
Some good soda.
Let's
soda.
just say, by the way, the reason I have Man United in fourth isn't because I think they'll have a bad season or anything. I just think this is a high quality top 4.
Yeah, this is
Like, none of the-
agreed.
Like none of the
just think-
managers I
think
have
we
in the
more
top
depth.
4.
I think we have more depth than.
Like I don't think any of those clubs have banter managers.
Mm.
I think they've all had good summers. Yeah, I just think they're the
My
worst
problem
of the
with
best 4.
Liverpool is again VVD.
Mm.
Anything happens to him, you guys are.
Yeah,
You
it's
saw what happened
it's
last season
very-
with your defense, bro. It was,
And
and your
Van
right
Dijk
back
isn't
situation.
Van Dijk
your
isn't
right
even the
back-
best center back at the club right now.
I know.
Mm.
I
Hey.
listen. I agree with you, and you know I do. And that's not. But whatever.
So like honestly, like even though Van
Regardless of
Dijk
that,
isn't,
you guys are gonna have Trent playing the CM, CDM, or
Yeah,
switch
he'll
from right back
invert.
to the
Mhm.
midfield. And then you guys don't even have a proper CDM yet. It's just you guys have some stuff that I'm sure you guys will get Lavia, but again,
Yeah, it's just a
I
couple
don't
things in
know.
the spine where it's like
And
it's
my
not
thing is, if
set
you
in
guys
stone.
get one injury, if you guys lose that one player, it's just
well, who's the one player?
anyone.
Well, the whole
if you lose
system's going to
anyone,
be built around Trent. So if Trent gets
Yeah.
hurt, that's going to throw
Yeah,
everything.
Trent is the
into-
one
Trent,
irreplaceable player in the.
Salah.
Well, I think he's going to be. He's
Salah.
going to be very good in that role, but he's the only one who can play that role. So if something happens to
Alisson-
him,
if
Yeah.
Alisson
it
gets
throws
hurt,
everything off.
if Alisson gets hurt, which he's have in the past a couple
Yeah.
times,
It-
I mean,
Sounds
Kelleher is a very good backup.
but
with
you-
all that, I have
it's not-
Liverpool
it's not
might have
Alisson.
the best, if not one of the best, 1-2 keepers in the Premier League.
Mm.
Putting that
I
out.
think McAllister and SpongeBob
I
is
think
like
you
the
guys
two
have the-
agents are going to be crazy.
I think you guys have the best keeper in the Prem. I'll give you guys that.
Oh, well, see,
Yeah,
no,
but
I-
I'm saying Kelleher is
yeah.
also a really good backup.
Yeah.
There was a point
So
in the
is-
summer where
so is
it looked like he
Tommy.
might have left, but him staying is
Mm.
good. Because yeah, Alisson is a surprisingly injury-prone goalkeeper.
Yeah, but
Last
I-
season, you didn't get injured though.
mm.
That was a surprise.
Yeah, he didn't really last season. Yeah.
He
Mm.
played very.
But yeah, before,
But-
before
So,
hold
who's
on,
starting
wait,
in
yeah,
midfield
but
right now? McAllister, SpongeBob, and who?
Well, let me just hear. Do you guys have Liverpool? In
yeah,
third
I'm about to say
place?
let's double
I
check.
have
Let's double check the
Liverpool.
fourth
I have
and third.
You
Liverpool
guys
third.
have
So-
them third. I have them
Man
fourth.
United fourth.
I have Arsenal third, Liverpool second.
I have Arsenal.
All right, so
third.
let's just talk about Liverpool real
Dang,
quick.
man, revealed his champ. Damn,
Um,
he gotta wait till top 2. Yeah, I'm about to say we'll get to that later. I'm about to
Let's
say.
talk about Liverpool quick. So, yeah, no, I hear you totally. If the season started tomorrow and the transfer window closed tomorrow, then Liverpool.
That's what I'm
Liverpool,
going off.
Then
That's what
Liverpool's
I'm
in
going
trouble. They lost the entire midfield from last
Mm.
season. They lost Milner, Fabinho, Keita, Ox, Henderson.
Which, by the way, is not a big loss at all. By the way.
Yeah,
No,
they just
a
gotta
lot of
gotta
those
make the
players
numbers.
were- a lot of those players were deadwood for sure.
Mm.
They needed to go. I would have liked to have kept Henderson for one more season, just to have him around.
By the way your fans disrespected Henderson, by the way, is crazy. Everything
mean
that
like-
they-
some of them?
like everyone's like good riddance.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
were-
but the people that said that have
Buffoons,
been
bro.
saying that the whole time he's been at the club.
Yeah.
Like, there's always been a Henderson out portion of the Liverpool fan base, calling him Hooferson or Henderson. And that's always been there. Even when
Hey,
he's
yo.
lifting Premier Leagues, people were
So
saying
you see the clip of him at the new club, and it was like the two choices in the TikTok. It was like, oh yeah, would you rather keep the ball in possession or hoof it first time? My man just walked with his hands in his pocket towards the hoof. I said, nah, you slandered him. Don't let him walk into it. Oh shoot, bro.
Yeah, no, I would have liked to have
crazy.
kept him for new season just because there's so much transitioning happening at the club. But even with losing all of them, the midfield is still better than last season. With McAllister and Szoboszlai. Just watching them in the preseason training, there was this one clip of McAllister making like 2 interceptions in a row or something like that, and you see Klopp beaming. He's like, "Yes, my guy, I love it, I love it." He hasn't seen a good midfielder since like 2019. This is revolutionary. So just having the two of them in there is a huge plus. I mean, if worse comes to worse and Liverpool doesn't sign another CDM, then it would probably be Bajcetic playing in there,
yeah.
who had a really good,
He's a good
spell in the spring before he got injured last season.
That's what I'm saying.
Agreed.
But you still
But-
think you guys are winning the league with that?
Well, we're not talking about the league title right now.
I know, but I know you got them first, so.
Just the position Liverpool's in. But yeah, at this point, they've made 3 bids for Lavia that have all been rejected at the point of recording. Maybe they've confirmed him by the time this comes out. Fingers crossed. Maybe he goes to
I
Chelsea.
think it'd be
don't know.
what if it doesn't happen? Like, what if the same reason that we say with Chelsea, if Caicedo doesn't happen? Like,
That's what I'm saying,
what's
yeah,
the happen?
Yeah, if
There's
Lavia
those
doesn't
conditions
sign,
there.
or if they've been linked with this other center mid today. What was his name? Andre or something? I think he plays for Fluminense.
He's amazing, by the way. That guy is.
Yeah, I saw a
amazing.
random link with him today. I don't know if there's much, if they're like looking for a cheaper option, because Southampton is insistent on 50
He
mil
won't be that
for
cheap, by
Lavia.
the way. He won't be
Yeah.
that cheap. European
Um,
teams already put some bids in for him, and they rejected it.
But if Liverpool doesn't sign him, Lavia, or any other CDM, then yeah, it would have to be Bajcetic as the 6 for most of the season, which is a lot to ask of him. If we're playing the box midfield, then there could be a lot of games where Trent and McAllister play in the 6, or Trent and Thiago play in the 6, which would be easier. Like, it wouldn't be so dependent on someone playing it
I
in
mean,
a single
Thiago
pivot.
could, if you play that box, Thiago and Trent wouldn't be like, but that's only going to be for 2 games before Thiago gets hurt. And
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah.
completely
But
forgot
McAllister-
that I existed.
teams that park
McAllister
the
could
bus
play
can
in
do
that double 6. McAllister
played
could play
like
in that
that
double
with Brighton,
pivot
yeah.
also. Yeah,
I think it's fine
they
against
could
the
do that.
bottom tier teams. I think it's just obviously when you play against a City or an Arsenal, that's when you need that true 6 to kind of clean things up against a De Bruyne. Or is Bernardo Silva still at Man City? I know I'm getting ahead
At
of
the
myself.
moment,
Yeah.
Okay. So like guys like that, like you need a true 6
now.
to stop that.
For now.
So yeah, so as shaky as that midfield, that number 6 situation is at Liverpool, the front 5 is just insane.
Yeah.
With Jota, Diaz, Gakpo, Nunez, who I think is gonna have a way better season, and then of course Salah, best winger in Premier League history.
They
That's
didn't
just
have
enough
that,
fire.
by the way.
You don't rate Henry?
Man, Hazard retired at age 28. Henry, winger.
Yeah. You don't rate that guy? As a
Nah,
Why did he
you
play
can
the wing in the Premier League?
you were saying it too humble. You just say CR7. You were saying it too humble. Just I was about to say.
Henry.
Nah. Salah's a better Premier League winger than Ronaldo. Overall legacy,
What?
Premier League
Wait,
legacy.
what? When did Salah win the Ballon d'Or?
He should have won it in 2018, but we'll get into that another day.
Should have, would have.
Ronaldo's 2007-2008 season, yes, is better than any season Salah's had. But if we're talking the longevity of their Premier League careers, then
That's
Salah's
fair.
the best Premier League winger.
That's fair.
So yeah, the front 5 is, I think, the best in the league. The defense, when starting, the back 5 when starting, I think is the best in the league. Robertson, Konate, Van Dijk, Trent, Alisson. But behind that,
Trent?
Gomez and Matip are just, oh
Did you
my
say Trent
God.
at right back is one of the best in the league? I don't think so.
Yeah, how many Premier League
In-
right backs have won a Premier League,
I'm
and a
about to
Champions
say,
League, and a Club
in-
World Cup?
In
and
the
FA Cup?
in the se-
Ever
in
heard
the
of
se-
Gary
in the-
Neville?
okay, if you want to talk like all them
Ever heard of
tacticals,
Gary
and,
Neville?
I was
Gary
about to say,
Neville, does he still play?
Guys, go. Listen,
oh,
if we're talking about right now,
Mm.
you don't have to talk about all time nothing. Right now, Trent had one of the shittiest right back seasons out of any of our teams.
nah,
Bro, that
that's
guy,
a fact.
mistake after
That is a
mistake
fact.
after mistake after mistake. When
Well-
he's attacking it, listen, I have
It's
no, he's amazing. But come on,
It's not about
last
mistake
season-
after mistake after mistake. It's that he's never been a good one-on-one defender. And last season, Liverpool had no midfield, so he was
Yeah,
isolated
but
every
he-
single game in
But
one-on-one.
that's what I'm saying,
But that's
but
also
which
part of
is-
the
you can't
problem.
have
That just
strength.
exacerbated how much he can't.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
but
say he can't do
it's part of
1v1
what he
elite
does
level.
as a right back is what he does going
So what I'm-
forward.
so
and
what
he's,
is this-
and he's the
and what
team's
is this
main
mid-
creator.
And what is your midfield gonna do right now to help him if he's still gonna play playing right back?
even
Well, he's
last
not going to be
season.
in that spot. That's the whole.
Right, even last season,
I
when,
know.
for the final like 10 games of the season, when Liverpool was
That's
playing with
Konate.
that
That's
box
Konate.
midfield,
But you guys had
rotating into a
Milner too.
spot.
just having
You guys had Milner too.
just
playing
having the
right back.
numbers, just having the numbers in there helped Trent out tremendously.
Yeah,
He
it's
wasn't
just the
getting
rest. It's just
isolated
that
the
rest
same.
defense. I'm about to
Konate was,
say, that rest
Konate
defense
was
type
covering that channel a lot more. Which, if we're talking about one person getting injured, Konate getting
Conte
injured
more,
is a big
yeah.
problem.
It's Konate more so than VVD,
Because
honestly.
he's playing like 2 roles at the same time, and no one else can play that.
Mhm.
Like, Gomez maybe in 2019 could have, but right now there's just
Hey, my boy,
so
Ice
many
Spikes.
I have a question here. So, the idea, right? The idea that we're like, even me, that I had this vision, because I had Liverpool in third, right? So I'm assuming that they're gonna have a good season, much better than last year. Is that they're gonna adopt a very similar system to City, where Trent is gonna be playing inside
in the John Stones
kinda-
role. Yep.
in the John Stones role, but he's coming in from right back, so it's a little bit different. It's kind of similar to when Cancelo was coming in from the left for
Or like
City.
Zinchenko. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Zinchenko and Walker was kind of joining to form a back three. So, I mean, obviously the 6 is a huge like player in this system, right? Because like Rodri is doing that for us, and right now Liverpool don't have that player, so that's the big problem.
Well, they don't have a
And-
Rodri, of course.
Yeah. There's
No,
no
I'm just
Rodri,
saying.
right? Now,
But we all have
I
a
mean,
CDM. Arsenal.
Yeah,
United,
and Liverpool don't have
uh,
that player,
and
you know,
City.
and it like, I think that now that I think about it, that player is gonna be like, whoever they decide to put in that role
Has to be a big
is
player.
gonna be that it could be like such a huge
That's make or break.
decider for the season, for the way that the system is gonna work.
Facts.
And now, I mean they're looking at Lavia right now.
Yeah.
Is
And while
Lavia proven in that? And like, he's had one decent season.
I
He's
like
playing
him.
for the worst team in the
City-
Premier League. Lavia's
Playing for the
ball.
worst team,
Yeah.
he is a good player.
I like him so much,
promising
bro. He's a
player, but
good
is he ready
baller.
to be
In a
a
title
massive
challenging
player
That's a
6.
valid,
in that
Yeah.
kind of
that's,
system?
that's
And
a
that's
valid ask.
That's
You know
that's
why I know
true.
Lavia is ready for that role? Because washed up as Fabinho was playing in that role in the final
And what
10 games
happened?
of last season.
Oh,
And
He would
Liverpool
also
won,
have SpongeBob and
Liverpool won
Macau-
7 games in a row during that run. So if you could mask how bad Fabinho was, then I'm sure Lavia or Bajcetic could do that role comfortably. But keep in mind, that's not enough. I'm not saying they would do it as well as Rodri. I don't think Liverpool would win the league.
Right.
But definitely enough to get into the top 4.
It would at least take a few years to mold into that role too.
Yeah,
That's
I-
probably
that's the hard-
probably
that's
the
the
single
thing.
most important
Outside-
that's why I
position.
have-
in the
Outside
type
of
system.
goalkeeper, that's probably one of the hardest positions to play. Honestly, that's ridiculous amounts of
I
everything,
believe
especially in a
Pep, like,
challenge,
himself-
challenging side.
Yeah,
Again,
Let's
the
talk about
only
the
reason
opposition,
I have Liverpool 4th and I don't have them above Arsenal or above City or above United is for that exact reason. We don't have your complete team yet. We don't know. If we all go into it right now, we all have like a complete team that we can rock off rip. That's
Word.
the only reason.
Fair.
I have you guys 4th. Only reason. If
Fair.
not,
even thinking
you guys
about
bring
it,
someone, you could easily go above Arsenal and then
Yeah.
other teams that
It
are
just-
on.
Even thinking about like
depends.
even Caicedo would be like a great player
Yeah, if
for
you
that
guys
role.
could get
I'm thinking
That's
about
all.
it.
If you,
Yeah,
listen,
that's
if you guys
OD.
get Caicedo, you guys win the league. I'm saying.
I don't know if that's
I'll
possible.
say that shit. I don't give a
What I'll
fuck.
say is it's almost guaranteed that Liverpool will sign a defensive midfielder before the season ends. Like
Yeah,
Klopp won't
who it
shut up
is, we
about
don't
it
know.
in every press conference, saying like obviously like we need to.
I think
we need to sign
Lavia
new
is pretty
midfielders.
much done. I would say it's very unlikely. It's unless something crazy happens. I
They're
don't
just
see how
playing-
that wouldn't.
They're playing like Mr. Krabs, man. Like Southampton's been clear, they won 50 mil.
But that's
And
what I'm
Liverpool's
saying.
saying,
That's
okay,
on-
40
that's
with
on
add-ons,
Liverpool.
okay, 42 with add-ons, okay.
What
like,
happens? What happens when Al Nassr comes in? Like, hey, we'll give you 60 million for him, and then you guys
For
are
Lavia?
fucking-
Ain't it?
you guys are
Nah,
tying
He
your
won't.
boots.
He won't do it.
That's-
He won't.
No, at this
Sorry,
point, I'm
money,
like,
man.
it's
Then
like
business
the
player.
rumors are like make it seem clear that Lavia wants to go to Liverpool. They just need to agree the fee with Southampton and then get it done.
I
On
think
some
we
real.
fumbled letting him go.
So since you guys had Liverpool
Lavia
third-
go for
But even with that,
Pennies.
even with Lavia, I think Liverpool also need another center back because Gomez and Matip are just not good enough to be
agreed.
backups.
Agreed. They
Yeah, not
like
good.
Lavia. I feel like Lavia physically he'll get there, but he's not all the way physically like 6. He's like, you know what I'm saying, not world class 6 physicality. Like he's like, I think he's in
I mean,
I think he's
like,
in the
he's like
ballpark.
5'11". He's not even that big.
I'm not talking about height
He's,
wise, just like strength wise, all around, just being there as a presence. You know what I'm saying? I think he's.
But if you
he's
think of the number 6s these other teams have, like Casemiro, Rodri, Declan
Imposing.
Rice, like yeah, they're all big imposing guys. Even Fabinho in his prime.
yeah,
So yeah, so it's different with Lavia, but he's just a much better ball player.
yeah,
Which I think like Klopp has talked about. He wants Liverpool to be the best possession team in the league.
You guys should have got the. You should have
So
got the.
yeah,
guy
he
that
wants
we
these
were
ball
signing.
players in the midfield. So like imagine a midfield: Lavia, Trent, McAllister,
yeah.
Szoboszlai.
That's
they're all
smooth.
ball players.
That's buttery.
If you guys got Ambrot from it.
Yeah,
But like I said- like I
Amrabat
said,
would have
no-
been. Amrabat would have been
I would take
crazy.
Amrabat.
Amrabat
was
would
one of
have
the
been
best
crazy.
players in the World Cup.
World Cup, that boy was showing out. I ain't gonna lie.
That was
He's
one of the best
very,
players in the
very
World
much
Cup.
And in
surprised me.
the even in the Conference League final,
Facts.
he was
Facts.
tearing up Bryce.
Facts.
Trey won't admit that.
Hey, chill. No. I'll be real. No.
Underappreciated, man.
Very, very underrated player over the past several months. He has
Guess
been.
what
That's
team
why.
he's gonna join.
That's why United was linked with him for like mad long. I was about to say.
He's coming. He's coming this
Nah,
season. Don't worry.
This guy.
United.
So whenever
What's-
Casemiro
When-
picks up his,
when Casemiro craps
his
out.
random red card that he'll get against fucking God knows what team, VAR is gonna look at it for 35 minutes and just
Insane.
pick him out and give
Wait,
him
so you're
a red.
gonna buy Amrabat and just put him on the bench until Casemiro gets suspended?
Nah,
Yeah,
the
okay.
It's a rotate-
Casemiro is gonna
a
accidentally.
combination.
Yeah,
Drake mean
combination. I'm about to say, nah.
Not
What's it
worried.
called? Casemiro is gonna accidentally like power bomb and swanton bomb somebody on the pitch and get like a 10-game suspension, and he's gonna be out for like 7, like, you know what I'm saying, a few months, and then that's gonna prompt the spend. That's
You
what's
guys
gonna
forget
bring.
we were winning games with McTominay starting when that was happening. By the way,
I'm
So-
some fuckery, bro. McTom and Jerry. I don't.
Also,
I don't like.
he didn't have a bad
bro.
season. He didn't have a bad season, by the way.
Also, all y'all said your third place team.
I didn't say my
place
third. I didn't say
Mine's
my third.
Arsenal. I have Arsenal in third.
I have Arsenal third too.
Nah, yeah, okay. Y'all said Arsenal third. I didn't know you
Yeah, I
said.
do.
Oh, okay.
I have Arsenal in second.
Yeah, but y'all revealing y'all top picks.
We're gonna
I'm
go
about to say,
back to back. We're gonna go
Yeah.
back to back. City and Arsenal. No, not gonna happen.
I think Liverpool's
hey,
We're playing for second
And listen,
place.
Trey,
That's
this
a
is
good
me
call.
being nice to you guys.
bro.
This is me
Yeah,
being nice.
you
You
don't-
guys, I don't
have to be,
see
brother.
the Gabriel Jesus, bro, as a main striker for that team. It's just
dog.
I don't know
do you-
where that's gonna take
I
you
mean-
guys, man. You know what I'm saying?
Gabriel
Like,
Jesus is an incredible four-play striker.
Yeah, no,
Incredible
honestly, the
foreplay,
guy,
man.
he just
But when
he's
it
great.
comes to the-
He's perfect at everything, but he can't
Definition.
finish, bro. He can't finish. Blue
Yeah, when
balls
it comes
that
to
FC.
that final-
physicality, I don't know, man. And at the end of the day,
Like,
no physicality. He's great. What do you
He's
mean?
physical. He's so good
I'm
on
not
the
talking
ball
about
and
him
the box.
specifically. I'm just saying in general.
Very João
Oh, in general,
Felix-esque
I think it's. I think
in
it's.
the front.
I think it's.
And-
Hey,
You didn't like when we brought it up last season.
know
Mentally,
what? Know what? It's
they
and,
collapsed.
know what?
They collapsed mentally.
and that was down to different things. But we do you want to just get to top two and then talk about it?
While
But
we're in this collapse,
why are
can
we in
say-
top two? Because I have Arsenal third. And so
Yeah, I have
I was about to
Arsenal.
say.
I have Arsenal in third place for this reason. I think Chase might have been about to say this earlier, but I think Liverpool is the closest team to challenge Man City out of all the
This
other teams
season?
in the league.
And I
This
still
season.
think that there's a gap between Liverpool and City. I think we can all agree that it would take and I would say last year, Man City had a bad season and still finished 5 points ahead of Arsenal at the end of the day. Like it was dodgy and still, I just don't see. I mean, unless Haaland breaks his leg, knock on wood, I just don't see a way that
Oh,
any
knock
other
on it.
team competes.
The
and
only
Arsenal-
thing, continue,
everything
continue.
was perfect for Arsenal.
City
up
lost
to-
depth though.
Yeah,
Right,
I'm
that's what
about
I was
to
gonna say. The only thing with
I'm-
City losing Gundogan,
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, I was gonna
Mahrez,
say that.
losing Mahrez, they might lose.
Aren't they
Kyle
losing
Walker
Laporte?
still,
Laporte?
Actually,
Laporte.
Could be
Haaland.
Laporte is
Is-
last year.
He could play. He would play some
He
games.
was just
every
injured
once in-
last year,
yeah,
but he
if
still
he
could come in.
stays, I mean,
Played at the
there's
end.
so much left to happen. at
Walker,
City.
Bernardo Silva. I have City second.
Yeah, Adrian, what's the situation with Kyle Walker? Is he leaving or?
He very well might be because he's apparently rejected a couple of different contract offers. So like at the moment, we're looking at Walker's potentially leaving. Laporte is. I mean, as soon as we get a good offer, Laporte is gone.
Mahrez.
Um,
Yeah.
Mahrez
If you guys
already
lose,
gone.
if you guys lose
Gundogan's gone.
Bernardo
We
Silva,
have actually gotten worse this summer. That's
100%.
Right, I mean,
100%
Kovacic
true.
is a underrated signing.
Yeah,
because
And-
Mahrez
Um,
and Gundogan together, but that's at least 30 goals, no, close to 30 goals that we've lost.
Mm.
Think Alvarez could play wide in like a Mahrez role.
he probably
not
could.
not on the right. He could play.
Not as crazy, but he probably could.
on the right. I mean, on the right is just wasting.
there's
We're
one
wasting
thing we're
Alvarez on the
missing
right.
out. KDB played the whole season last year.
Except for the final, nervous KDB.
Hey,
He still played for a little bit. And listen, it was against Inter. It wasn't like if he
Yeah.
went against Liverpool or
That's
any
different.
other team,
Yeah.
that's a different outcome of that game.
That's why they have
But
Calvin
we
Phillips.
don't have to get into it.
That's
but
that's like
But we know KDB is getting that's a year upon his age, and you know he likes to get hurt for a decent amount of time. I don't know. Your depth was your key of winning everything, and it's not there anymore.
I
It's
would-
not
I
even-
wouldn't
it's not
say
even just depth,
KDB
though.
is
It's
that
not
much
even-
of a concern for me
it's-
because I think Foden's ready to step in when KDB's gone in
I
that
don't-
role.
Does Pep even trust him?
It's not
Like,
going to
Pep
be
doesn't-
exactly.
Foden
He
doesn't
doesn't
trust
Foden
him
is-
enough.
Yeah, Pep doesn't
Foden
let him
doesn't
get a
trust
run.
That's
himself.
crazy.
Foden
That's-
hasn't. He was missing one-on-ones in Champions League. No, like he would get subbed in and he would just miss. He's an amazing player.
Yeah, he's
Don't
still
get
a
me wrong.
quality player. He's a
But
quality player.
his-
No,
I don't have
I
any
love
doubts.
Foden.
I don't have any.
I think he's
Yeah,
a
no,
good
get
player.
it.
I just don't think Pep trusts him.
Phil KDB role. I don't see that. I don't see that.
The Gundogan loss is massive. I think
That's the
Yes.
biggest. That's the
Yes.
biggest hit to the
No, I
team.
agree. And we got Kovacic. Kovacic is a good player. I mean,
Good player,
he's
but
not, he's not good.
And say what you want.
to the
Mahrez
same
was
level.
clutch. Mahrez,
Oh,
Oh yeah, Mahrez.
Bernardo
lost
Silva,
so
and
massive. We
Gundogan
lost
were the
20
clutchest
goals
players
for
last
us.
year.
Oh yeah,
Mahrez
We've
McCole.
lost,
every cup.
we've lost close to 30 goal contributions with Mahrez leaving, which is crazy for a guy who was never really a set-on, nailed-on starter at City throughout his
That's what
entire
I'm saying.
career
That's
there.
the only reason I don't have
Um,
City winning the league. I have them second.
So I mean, that being said, we're gonna get somebody. I know we are. I don't know who it
Yeah.
is.
To replace,
It could be
what are you
It
saying,
could
at the
be
right
Olise
wing?
to replace Mahrez. It could be Olise. I don't think it's gonna be Olise. And
I don't think
to
it's
be
gonna be
fair,
Olise.
like
He's not putting him third.
yeah, he's not. I mean, that's a downgrade because I mean
Mhm.
he's a good young player, but
Not-
I mean,
not ready
Mahrez
yet.
was
Can't step in
world-class,
immediately.
You know. So yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know who we're gonna get in that position.
If
There's
you
still a
guys
lot of
lose
questions.
Bernardo
We're still gonna
Silva-
lose. Yeah, we might.
think
I'll
Bernardo
have you guys fighting for top 4 if you guys lose Bernardo Silva.
Like, I think Bernardo
We might
Silva is
stoop
one of
down
the
to
most
everybody's level.
irreplaceable. I think he's one of the most irreplaceable players in the league.
And he's still
Yeah,
what,
I agree.
27?
Which is
Like,
why
28, he's
I think
28.
we're
He's like
fighting so
28,
hard to keep. I think we're fighting so hard to keep him. That's because he's just like who in world football are just gonna be like, hey, can you come in? You know,
Right,
do what
and,
Bernardo
like,
Silva did, you know.
right, and he's like as good on the ball as David Silva, and he
Yeah.
works like James Milner. Like he's
Facts.
just
He's
an
Yeah.
damn near.
insane player.
Yeah, plays midfield. He's
Ridiculous.
defending is even decent. You know.
Mhm.
Again, they might lose.
So
their
he
three
scored
clutchest
goals for
players.
us, crucial goals. He comes in at the most important
goals
and
against Real
crucial
Madrid.
times for us. Yeah, he's irreplaceable. I agree with you on that, and I'm happy that he hasn't left the club yet. So we still might lose Walker, Laporte, and then Joao Cancelo is going to leave the club probably. I mean, it'd be embarrassing if he stayed. Yeah, I mean that's there's still a lot of question marks up there. And then I mean right now it looks like our focus is on Guardiola, right? And I don't really know why.
Which is
because
still
we got so
nasty.
many
Yeah.
center
You
backs.
can't not buy
Pep wants
defenders.
another center
Part of-
back to
yeah.
play
No.
center back, CDM, right back.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
I'm failing
pushing up
to
into 8.
understand. I'm failing to understand our transfer activity so far, like the only reason I think we're gonna try to get this guy and pay 80 million, 100 million, I don't know how much, is because we don't want anybody else.
Euros.
100 million euros,
100
85,
euros.
86 million pounds is because we don't want anybody else to get him. So if they think it's worth it, then I'm just gonna have to go with them. Just say, okay, you
Messi's
really
son,
didn't
by
want
the way.
Real Madrid to
Not
buy
you.
him. You didn't want Barcelona to buy him. You didn't want. Well, they can't buy anyone, but you didn't want PSG to buy him. What you think he's that good? Then fair enough, you know. But we still have problems up front to address. Obviously
And
we
in
got
the middle.
Haaland, still got Erling Haaland. Julian Alvarez is another at least 20
Demon.
goals. A demon. He's a
Whenever Pep
world-class
takes him out of
striker.
his dungeon and plays him.
Alvarez would
Yeah.
start up front for every
Did-
other Premier League team except
Yeah.
for Spurs.
Imagine Alvarez on Arsenal.
Bro, that would be actual.
yes,
Oh
because
my.
Alvarez is literally
Yo, we
Gabriel
would-
Jesus
Yeah,
with the
he
finishing.
can finish.
You know.
I was about to say,
Nah.
slide 99. He's not okay. Wait,
Nah.
actually, let me backtrack
think
though.
so.
He's not as
Trey agreed.
No,
Trey agreed.
wait, no. I saw
You
the
can't
striking
clip
part.
that out.
Nah, chill.
You
No,
agreed.
no,
The
no,
internet
no.
remembers.
He's better.
I just saw the striking ability. I got confused, bro. It was the hypnotize, bro. It was the hypnosis with the striking ability. My fault.
Since we all have different twos and ones, we have to say our ones soon.
Nah, I'm about to say yeah. We'll say
Everyone has just their top
Really
two left, right?
self-explanatory.
yeah.
Everyone said their three.
Go real quick. I'm
We
about
said
to say
two, too.
yeah. Liverpool. Yeah, I'm about to say. I said Liverpool's my third. I'm about to say yeah. Liverpool's my third. Arsenal.
I think we just talked about why I have City second. And
Yeah.
I know Trey and Schenko probably have City. I mean Philip. Cut that out. My bad.
Well,
See,
I mean,
Nah,
I think
I'm-
all of
that's
us
hard,
have City
that's
first.
hard,
except
that's
for
hard.
you.
It's
It's
true
so
to this point. The amount of times
difficult,
Adrian's called me that. It's
Oh, Adrian did?
yeah, so many
Oh
times.
shit.
Bro,
That was
it
my
didn't,
first time.
and it didn't
My
even
bad.
cross my mind, bro. It didn't even cross my mind, man. I was
Oh,
about to
I
say,
tried-
we got to
I
default to the
tried
third.
Shanks.
Shanks, bro. I was say,
You know what? I kind of knew coming into this that we were not going to be able to.
nah, hold
We
it.
only know- How long have we known
So-
each other? Like 10 years? More than 10
Figure
years.
it out
How
every time.
are we going to start
Yo,
calling each other
it's gonna-
something else? you
It's
know?
gonna crap out.
Especially when
Alright.
we're this deep into conversation.
All right. Then let's just go around the horn and talk about the number ones, and then we'll just give a final rundown of the top four. and we'll get through it. Let's just open the floor up, man. Chase, who's winning the league this season?
City. I don't think we should overthink it.
Boring.
Until they prove it's otherwise.
Listen. We all knew this guy is a City lover. We've seen it in the chat day in, day
I
out. He loves
appreciate-
Manchester City, loves the team, loves the players.
He love that
you
oil
know.
money. He love that.
He says
He
that
love that.
KDB is clear of Lampard, their best player ever
I've
in
never
history.
said that. You'll never hear me say
Yuck.
that. But
You said-
Yuck.
I could pull it up right now. Of you saying KDB is the GOAT midfielder, I could pull it up right now.
It's debatable. Anyway, I don't think there's a problem with like appreciating
Loving
how
another
good-
team.
how good they are, and the system. Like as a football lover, the whole
This is what
system-
happens when you go 12th, man. Your whole perception is warped, man. I know,
gotta
Chase.
find something.
I
I
know.
can't watch another 1-0
Listen,
loss to Fulham and
I
not
know.
fucking turn on Man City score 5 against someone after.
Listen,
like,
I love football too. I love
it
watching
hurts,
them
fam.
play.
It hurts.
you love
But
football,
I'm
but
not
you want to
gonna
see
go-
Weghorst up top, fucking trying to play the ball backwards. Like that.
You lost to that team. You lost to that team. City lost to that team.
Oh,
Trey
what I
lost
say.
to that team.
That's fair.
Philip
I'm about to
lost to
say.
that team.
We
You
would
just
have
And that guy
cooked y'all
And that
OT
guy
if we had a
sucks.
certain person,
I
but that's
know.
not the point.
Liverpool did not lose to Weghorst to Man United. Let's just be clear about that. Weghorst
That is true.
came to Anfield in 8-7.
He lost to Harry Maguire and Sancho. That's
We cooked y'all on the reverse victory anyways. I'll take my
I
run
think
back.
we can- I think 4 of us have general football knowledge and would say City up top, right? I
No.
think that's fair.
No,
I'm
I know
trying to-
Trip. I know Trey does not have them.
There's
first,
no way
and if
Trey
he
has City
does,
winning the league.
And if I know Shank, Philip doesn't either. So
No, I have City winning the league.
I swear I just heard Trey say Arsenal was second. But
Yeah,
I
Trey
didn't say
has
no
anything.
way.
I didn't say a
There's
word.
no way. With all that
I
merch he has there,
I
given by the club.
haven't said a
Trey,
word.
Trey,
Whoa.
who
You know,
has
Trey
City
wouldn't end
first?
up on the Arsenal YouTube channel
Trey.
anymore if he came out here
Hey.
saying
Trey.
Man City's winning the league.
Hey,
he did
he
last
has to
year.
rep it.
He did last
His job
He's
is on the
switching,
line.
he's
Hey.
switching his he's switching
No,
his
last
table right now.
year I said we were fourth. Last year I said we come fourth, right?
Yeah,
Fourth or third.
Which is what
which
most Arsenal fans
Yeah, that
And
was
that-
the party
yeah, that was
line.
the
I had,
general
I
consensus.
had
That
a
was the
six.
party line.
I had a 6 last year, by the way. That's
I
how
was about to
dead
say,
we were. That's
yeah.
how bad we were.
I
I,
thought
had a
I had-
6th.
I can't remember if I had y'all fifth or sixth. Yeah, it was between you or Chelsea.
No one
It was
had
like
it. We didn't
yeah.
have
Trey,
us
by the
in
way,
top
you
4.
did not have Arsenal fourth last season. You had them third. You had
Yeah,
that.
you did
okay,
have
no,
them
no,
third.
okay, I had him third. One spot, one fucking spot, whatever. But that's beside the point. I was about to say, I didn't think we were within earshot of the title though. Last year, I was like, I had no idea.
Oh, no one did. No one
Yeah,
thought that.
exactly. So that's all I'm saying. I was clear of my expectation. I think that was achievable for at least Champions League. But let's be honest. Let's be real. It's tough, but I can't not predict this. Bro. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be delusional for a little bit. Just let me be delusional for a little bit, man. I think we're gonna win the league. I'm gonna predict it.
Why is that delusional? Why is that
Delusional?
Most Arsenal.
You gotta be a little bit delusional to try.
So
and
you're
will
calling yourself
these things.
delusional then?
It's
then
Rob Holding
Okay,
that means
that
in
says
reality you don't
okay,
think Arsenal.
Okay.
That means you don't
In
actually think Arsenal
okay.
will win the league.
All right,
He's
relax.
doing it because of peer pressure.
No. Let me say this. Off of what we've done last season, it's easy to get carried away and say, oh, blah, blah, we're going to win the season, blah, 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 blah. I think this league is going to be so difficult this year. This is going to be like a pain in the ass this year. And there's no surprise factor for Arsenal. We know exactly how we're going to do. And
Champions League.
And Champions League is included, so we're in all major comps. We're back to the prime time fixture list. Like, this is real shit. And our squad is again still growing. It's still there. And this is the thing that I feel like people fail to realize in our fan base and in other fan bases. We're trying to become unpredictable. We're trying to attempt to become an unpredictable, fluid, flexible side. With additions like Havertz, with additions, you know what I'm saying, like Timber, we're making the attempt to make a bigger change than what we did last season. What we did last season, all we did was add Zinchenko and Jesus, who already knew how Arteta was playing.
For 100 and something million pounds, and you're gonna mention Havertz?
No, okay, I'm getting to the point. Let me get to my points, man.
To be fair, Havertz was
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Let me cook. All I'm saying is it's gonna be a more difficult jump to do what we're trying to do. The margin to be better, be the best team in the league is going to be a lot harder to do because this year people know how we play already. So adding people like Timber, adding people like Havertz, trying to make different systems, you know what I'm saying? Like using Timber to invert a different fullback or whatever, and have more variety in that build up and things like that. Stuff that Arteta's trying is a much farther leap than what he did last season because he's already building on stuff that he basically knew he already had employed in seasons past and from his whole coaching career. Like, he's already known that. I feel like what he's trying to do now is much more difficult to achieve. If he can achieve it, That's a huge plus for us. And again, of course, the elephant in the room, Declan Rice is a huge boost to what we need. Availability, and again, equality all over the park, physicality, and a little bit of that, just the brunt that we need, a little bit of bite, just a bit more, because I felt like on the physical side of things, we weren't there last season when there was tougher battles. Like again, like the Everton game was a choice one for that I thought of off the top of my head. Like we just weren't there physically. Somebody like Declan Rice helps us get there physically throughout the entire season. That level of availability, where we have maybe a little bit more depth and quality and availability. You know what I'm saying? Like
way
those,
more depth than last season. Way more
those
depth.
little margins that were shortcomings last season, it's going to be a harder leap to get consistent with the squad. Yes, but if we can get those things right, if we have enough things to bank on, if we can somehow navigate the injuries that could potentially come through, because those are, again, prickly too. I pray that Rob Holding is in the squad in the case that, you know what I'm saying, Saliba somehow might get injured again. I pray Saliba's healthy this whole entire season. Spine needs to be damn near spotless the entire season. But I'm saying this, we have the tools in the toolkit to build on what we did last season, and not only take it to the wire, but if things hold injury wise, you don't have any crazy injury spells or whatever, I can see us winning the league. That's just me.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
Can I ask you something, Trey?
Yeah.
So 2 seasons ago, Arsenal by every metric should have finished in the top 4.
Mm-hmm.
They collapsed at the end of the season for no reason other than a bottle job.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can say they missed Party and whatever, but they bottled it. Last season, you guys should have won the Premier League. You were 8 points ahead of City in February, March. So clear. Arsenal fans were already planning parades.
Which is insane.
Some people in this chat were planning trips to London to go celebrate the title.
I went anyways.
Yeah, and then you got knocked out of the Europa League early to focus on the Premier League.
No competition whatsoever. Just Premier League.
Collapsed and bottled it at the end. What will have changed from those past 2 seasons to now to get over what I think is literally just a mental block?
I don't think it's about tiredness. I don't think it's about tiredness because you guys had less games than City.
Wasn't tiredness.
We have to give it the Arsenal
they
DNA.
just collapsed. Like Arsenal stepped into that game against City at the Etihad, knowing they lost before the game started.
3 games within I don't know how many months.
That was maybe the most embarrassing title decider game I've ever seen before. It was just.
That's the thing. It didn't even have to be a title decider. They could have beat the shitty teams they lost to.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm not even. And this isn't even like a thing of quality, because Arsenal at their best could have given City a game in that match.
Mm.
But I don't know if it's that Arteta feels a little brother compared to Pep, and that just reflects on the team when crunch time comes. But I don't know. I can't predict Arsenal winning the league until something happens. I don't know. Like, you could say Declan Rice was a winner. Yeah, I mean, look at that European trophy with West Ham.
That you need someone to be like that. Who was that last year for Arsenal? Like Odegaard was the captain.
But Partey had a great season. To me, Rice is as the depth that they didn't have. Now Partey could.
West Ham at 18 years old. He's a fully international player. I think the impact that Rice is going to have is going to be a lot bigger than just like on the field, which still is a massive impact. I'll give off a hot take on the theme of the Yanks. I think that Balogun could come in and start and be the top goal scorer for Arsenal. I think you have so many dynamic players around him that if you need a pure finisher, someone who scored 20 plus goals last season, is it that crazy to think that?
So did Lacazette in the same league, by the way.
Yeah, I about to say. That's
kind of Arsenal though. Like, that's not. I think Balogun. If you have these guys running around him, Martinelli, Saka, these dynamic players, I think that there's a way. It could be a Jesus injury. It could just be Jesus not doing what he needs to do. I think there's a place for him to score 15, 20 goals if the opportunity was right. It could be a hot take.
That's not the problem. That's not the problem. And again, the problem is that DNA to just go through with it. You know, they could do that the whole tear up everyone, but they didn't pick up any points against City at all.
You can lose both games of City and win and be fine. I mean, that's not the
I know, but that
Well,
destroys their
well,
thing.
well,
It doesn't matter if they win those
And-
games or not. It
No, if you're
destroys them in
competing,
the
if you're
head.
competing with City for
You
the
have
Premier
to.
League,
You gotta
can't
take
get double
points. You
better.
gotta take
Yeah,
points
can't
off.
lose
Yeah,
the bet, yeah.
Liverpool had to take points
Phillip.
off in the races, and that's what they did when they won in the game, season they won the league and stuff. And,
Yeah, you
and,
have to
and
be
even
City if
even
you're
the season
gonna
that they
win.
didn't, they at least went toe to toe. I can agree with that. I can put my hands up and say, you know what? Again, there was a bit of crumble in there in lieu of certain things. I wouldn't say is like the only thing. I think to me, I think playing post Saliba injury, it played into that fact. It went hand in hand with that, you know what I'm saying, that little drop of the heads at certain points of the season, I think, because they were playing fully. And I think postseason, there was a lot of interviews that came out as well. Gabriel Jesus was talking about it like on a podcast. He was like, yeah, when Saliba went down, it was just like, damn, like he felt it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they felt it. But I'm going to
They
say
could
this.
feel it, but not against the teams that they lost and tied to.
Yeah. You know what?
Those were sorry team. You know what I'm saying?
And
In the league, you
compared
can't
to
and it
feeling
wasn't-
it.
Yeah.
from
Yeah,
one
and it
center
wasn't
back
all-
going out.
And it wasn't
That
all
game,
the way there.
you could have Arteta playing center back and beat those teams. You know what I'm saying? Like City, you guys are gonna get embarrassed have Holding playing center back. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
against
but
the other teams that you guys tied
I-
to, and
and I
got
agree,
points to,
and it's about being hungry. It's about being hungry enough and consistent enough to finish business. And I will say this. Okay, 2 seasons ago, we were supposed to get top 4. Didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Lesson learned. Whatever.
Go the
So, yeah,
past
so, yeah,
5, 6
it was disgusting. I wouldn't count. Okay, 5, 6 years. I'm just counting from like, again, when
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, I
when I see,
understand.
you know what I'm saying, like true progression under Arteta. You know what I'm saying, from that point. True. We come back next season, smash that top 4 expectation. That is what it is. I'm not saying that's the bar that we're, you know what I'm saying, that's like the ultimate destination and goal, but that's the level of progress that was made from that jump. They learned from that lesson last season. They figured out what's going next. They added on. They pressed on. The next target in that season was, we're in chat with the league. Let's try and make it happen. We fall short of that goal, but I know for damn sure everybody in that club understands how much the loss that they took, how much of an L that was from a mental standpoint, physical standpoint, again, who they lost in the team, what went wrong. I'm sure Arteta's like, you know what I'm saying, giving himself, you know what I mean? You ever seen the start of Da Vinci Code? My man was beating himself over the back with them lashes before he got, you know what I'm saying, got into the field. He was doing that for 10 days and 10 nights straight
listen,
postseason.
he's you said
He wants
this,
to
but then
win.
you guys played United with full team until 75th minute, and Arteta was trying hard. You guys tried hard that game.
Which one?
This
At
friendly-
OT?
This friendly right now.
The friendly.
that we
Okay,
just
the friendly,
played.
yeah.
Arteta tried hard, 75 minutes,
Mm.
everyone playing. You guys were playing well, beautiful football. That execution, that goal scoring, it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? The problem with you guys, I think, is gonna be when you encounter those bigger teams, even like Chelsea or anything like that.
Mm.
If you guys don't pick up away points, like, because you guys did last
Yeah.
season.
We,
You know what I'm saying? I don't
yeah.
know how this season's gonna. That's the thing.
It's.
You guys need a.
I
You
told
guys
you.
have to be savages. You guys have to be savages.
And I said
you
this,
know?
and I said this before in a previous video I did, like early, like a couple months ago, or whatever. The last piece of this puzzle that Arsenal need to win the league is ruthlessness. It's going to teams that knowing damn well we can beat you, and when we have
Like
one
what you
goal
guys
in,
did to Anfield. What you
Yeah,
guys did at Anfield. You guys didn't do it.
Yeah, that can't. The first half. About that,
You
and
guys
before
destroyed them.
before
You
the
guys
goal,
were destroying
we were
them.
cooking Liverpool at Anfield, and at that point, that's when we need to say, let's get 3, 4, 5, put this game to bed with no other questions. That's the missing piece, and I feel like understanding what went wrong last season and jumping into this season, adding the competition for spots. Again, we're even trying to add David Raya into the mix. You know what I'm saying? Keep Ramsey on his toes and keep the bozo moments out. Keep the pigeons away. You know what I'm saying? Adding that level of competition in every place. Nothing's permanent for no damn body. You know what I'm saying? And just understanding we need to be putting teams away. Full force, full effort until job's done, and then we can rotate out and do what we can. I understand that. Dang, he put, man, we could transition to that for a second, but I'm just saying, for me, I think every season we learn from that mistake and we get to that next level. I think with everything we've been doing this season so far, and how if we achieve what we're gonna achieve tactically, with the additions that we brought and the level of variety we can have in the squad, we're gonna make that next jump. We're gonna learn from that mistake, and we're gonna take the league this season. That's just my prediction. If conditions hold true and good, that's it. But Man United winning the league, let's talk about it, brother.
You know what's so crazy? When Gene said he had City finishing second, I was like, oh, this guy is Arsenal winning the league. Why is he chatting all this shit?
Nah.
Like, he's not backing Trey up at all.
Nah.
We're 2 hours in, and now we get to the clippable moment where he says, "Man United, like, we're gonna be here another 2 hours trying to fight this kid that Man United can't win the league." With.
Listen, you guys can fight all you want. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the same way Shenko
It's fine. It's fine.
Philip backed his team last
Power through
season.
it.
He said Liverpool was gonna win the league over City.
And that was a horrible take.
It was. You guys had one of the worst seasons in a while for you guys.
And what's stopping
This season,
United?
what
puts United above Arsenal, Liverpool, or City?
we could beat all Chelsea. We could beat you guys. That's the thing. We could beat any team at any time.
But you can also
That's
lose
the
to all of them.
difference.
So can Crystal Palace. I mean, if you're trying to get technical with it, like
No, I just mentioned that Arsenal can't beat any team at any time. I'm saying we can.
I'm about to say.
Now the only thing. Listen. Now the only thing is
Go ahead.
we've added to our squad. We didn't lose any major thing. We have the best backup center back in the league, Harry Maguire. Okay. Listen.
I know it's
I know it's funny. I know it's funny.
If he plays,
I know it's funny.
I would give him some saving grace if he played the back three, but
That's
no.
the Declan Rice
like
captain
even
right
a
there,
shred,
you know? At the end of the day.
even Harry Maguire for how dog shit that man has been forever.
So bad.
I can give him a little short credit if he played the back three, but he's not.
If he goes crazy this season, and that's our backup, which I think he's gonna listen. There's everything for him to leave, and this man lost his captaincy. He's been beaten. He's been stepped on, and this man said, "No, I'm gonna wear the United jersey. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna try my fucking best."
Who else gonna pay his wages? Who else
gotta
gonna
know-
pay
yeah,
his wages,
that's it,
brother?
that's it. He knows
Who
no
else
other
gonna
club
pay
is
the
paying that
wages,
salary.
brother?
Yep.
Not even
What do you
Saudi
think? They
look
got
at
it.
him.
He got an
Like,
offer. We just got an offer right now for
For who?
25 million pounds.
But they're not going to pay him the same salary. West Ham's not paying that Man U salary.
Doesn't matter.
Maguire's one of the
It
highest
doesn't.
earners of the club for sure.
Nah, the same team that's looking into Alex Hunter, bro. I was about to say, I don't know. It might be on FIFA.
There's a little unrelated to what we're talking about. I just noticed that, with this idea that Arsenal, Liverpool are gonna use the city system, so to say, means that like SpongeBob and Kai Havertz are gonna play the same role in each system, right? Which player is better? Do we know?
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob is better than Kai.
Yo, this
Yeah,
SpongeBob.
you know what's funny? They
So
both have a similar build too, and they're both
It's a-
gonna play like this attacking eight.
Yeah.
What I will
in their
say is,
respective teams.
The one problem-
Szoboszlai has a way better build than Havertz. Havertz moves
Listen,
like a giraffe.
the one problem United are gonna have is with Rashford. I don't think he's gonna score as many goals as he did last season.
Neither do I.
What's your attacking situation? Is like okay, well, yeah, it's like Holland. Is he gonna swap
Right now
Is he
we're
gonna
playing
let
Sancho.
Holland?
We're playing Sancho center forward, and he's been amazing as a
Oh,
false
okay.
nine.
Oh yeah, you're
been-
right. Yeah,
he's
yeah.
been
Okay,
amazing.
okay.
Even against
Mm.
Can we
and
address that Anthony isn't a level to win a title?
he's if you're talking about football, not memes, not Twitter stuff. When you see Sancho, you cannot say he's a bad player. When you see that guy on the field,
Sancho's easy on the eye, but he can't play. There's a big difference.
he can though. That's why he had VVD on his butt. Alisson jumped another way and scoring against Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? he could play.
Nah.
He could play footy.
Philip, like, why
He's
you
not
gotta
a-
bring that up?
Everyone.
Nah,
can play.
I gotta defend VVD's honor. He wasn't on his butt. He was defending with his aura.
Oh,
He stood firm.
no. You're right. But you can't say Sancho is not good at footy. That guy could ball, and he has his moments. Now, I don't think he's gonna be scoring 20 goals, 30 goals, or whatever like that. That's why we're
10
bringing
goals.
in this young
He's
guy.
he's not
And
even gonna play,
Martial,
is he?
Martial, if he doesn't get hurt, he could. Shit.
Yeah,
he's-
Martial.
Man, we're
Ice
talking
cold
about
Tony.
You're saying
It's
Martial.
2023. We're chatting about Anthony Martial.
You act like
Yeah, I forgot that guy was still
Yo,
employed at United.
Hey, yo,
I can't lie.
Oh man, somebody put a comp of him on the
he
timeline
scored.
yesterday.
He scored more goals against
Yeah.
City than Arsenal did the whole
Hold
season.
on, hold
last
on.
What's so funny?
My man was cooking dirty Obama administration. His time is up. It's over. It's over, brother.
Yeah, it's-
Listen,
it's
over.
It's
Tell me,
not-
no.
That's
Tell me.
crazy. Obama
How has he-
administration.
How
Where
did
did he
he
go,
score?
You played like
He's something.
Sevilla or something?
Yes. How did he score more goals against City than Arsenal did last season?
Bro, listen, you said it was the bad juju, bro. It was the bad juju. Don't worry about it.
Man United stats.
How's that?
Martial
That's a
scored
stat.
more.
He
That's
scored more goals
fair.
against City than Arsenal did. One player.
Oh,
That's
man.
what's that. That's valid. How's that not valid?
Yeah,
That's the
but
whole
he's-
season.
Listen,
he's not
and
gonna
everything-
play,
and
though.
everything
I mean,
else?
Let's just be like,
Alright.
who's starting like
Uh,
Hojlund, right? Because so Sancho's
yeah.
not even gonna play either.
I don't think he's gonna start. off
Not
rip.
immediately. I don't know if he's gonna
He's
start.
20 years
to be
old.
real,
We need to see him
paying
play.
like 60 million
68.
to sign him.
So did
Well, he's not
Darwin.
gonna
How,
start.
how many times did Darwin start? He paid 80 million
mean,
for him. You know what I'm
Yeah, but
saying?
he
Like, we don't know
started-
if he's gonna start
started
off
this
rip.
season.
And what happened?
What do you mean? What happened? He got
Started
suspended.
and then what?
Yes.
And he got suspended, but he started the
Oh.
season.
And
And
then
they
he
don't
was
have
benched.
his
And then he was
starting.
coming off the bench for the majority of the season.
No, he was mostly starting when he was fit.
When was he not fit?
At the end of the season, in
yeah,
that long run in, he wasn't fit.
Yeah.
So
You
so
know he
basically,
sat a while, and he should. Cody was supposed to start over him at all times.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
Cody was signed in January. The point is, I'm saying if you spend 60 mil on a player, you start him then. Like Liverpool started Darwin.
Started, but that's what I'm saying. You guys didn't start him. Like he wasn't at any given moment in time. He's playing right now. Like it's not Holland for City. That guy was playing every game. Boom, he was there.
That's crazy. But I
You know what I'm
I think
saying?
that was the
He's not a-
intention. If Darwin didn't get
The
suspended,
intention
Yes,
is to
I think
start.
it was
Is
the season.
gonna be to start him, but I don't think in the first couple games he's literally just
Yeah.
signed to us now.
but
He hasn't played any preseason games. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Okay, that's a
so
fair point.
that means that Sancho's gonna play as a false nine at the start of the season.
for now.
For now,
So we're
we
saying
have plenty of
Sancho
wingers. We
plays
have
a
plenty of
false nine
wingers.
And United going to win the league. Those don't go together.
That's not even that. That's crazy. That's it.
What
But
Who
Why-
did Arsenal? Who was Arsenal playing as striker last season? And they almost won the league.
We're talking about winning the league, though.
Yes, and that's what Arsenal were gonna do.
Who is
If they
City
did,
playing
but
a striker?
they didn't lose because they didn't have the striker. They didn't lost
Or who
because
is Liverpool playing a
this.
striker?
I would have said.
It doesn't matter.
Said he was back.
Sancho-
it doesn't matter when they have the winger scoring
played it.
30 goals a season.
But you said
But it doesn't
Rashford won't
matter.
score the
Oh,
same amount of goals.
As much.
Oh wait,
yes.
but this the.
But he
this
only
was-
scored
And where
17.
is because at the end of the day, what we're discussing is where is Man United gonna get goals from?
Yeah, he
Like,
only
maybe
scored
we got
17 last
Rashford.
season.
All our
so if he
wingers.
doesn't
And
score as much,
wing-
and
Wingers-
even-
So
Bruno
his-
after CR7 is a total. Bruno after the CR7 thing is a completely different Bruno. Bruno's gonna score goals. Okay, Mason Mount's gonna score a couple. I'll give him 3,
Yeah.
4, just to throw
3
in
or
there.
4.
Casemiro scored like freaking 6 goals last season in the Prem.
Mm.
I'm sure he'll do that. Okay, that guy got some
who's
nice.
who's United's starting right back?
that was gonna be my next question.
Even
Who's-
better. We
Who's,
even have
who's
we
y'all?
have AWB
who's
and
y'all
we have
lineup?
Dalot.
Yeah,
Are
I was,
either of them good enough to win a Premier League?
I was about to
Yeah.
ask you your lineup. So it's like you're
We
starting
have
center
two.
backs.
We don't have both of them starting. We have literally
No.
rotating them.
So yo,
Yeah,
so
they
yo,
can score
chilling.
goals, but at the end of the day, United need more goals, right? Because Rashford had
Yeah.
30, right? Something like that.
yeah,
last
they're gonna
year.
need to spread the
And
wealth. They're
17
gonna
in
need
the
to spread the
Premier
wealth.
17 to play. Well, third, let's say he had around 30, right? He was by far their top goal scorer.
40 plus.
So
Yeah.
now,
Yes.
who's gonna be able to get anywhere close to him? You know, because it's not gonna be like
Everyone is going to
Casemiro.
be on the
Anthony.
10.
And-
I'm talking about a bunch of them are going to be
It'd
up to
probably be-
10
I mean,
and
Bruno-
15.
at
Instead
the
of
moment,
having
Bruno.
5, 6 goals, it's going to bump up everyone else in the
Who can
in the
get?
front.
Who can
It's
get
hard.
10 to
It's hard.
15?
It's hard to look at it and be like,
Bruno-
yo, is there an
Anthony,
obvious name? Oh
Bruno
yeah.
and
Bruno-
Rashford. Anthony's
Bruno,
not getting 10 to 15 in
Rashford.
the Premier League.
10. That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't-
10.
I don't-
Okay, if he gets 8 and then what?
10
Then you're going to be like,
GA,
oh, 10. he's
like
two off.
2 goals, like
Yeah, but then
8
you only have
assists.
Bruno and Rashford getting 10 plus goals. I don't
Bruno,
think that's enough to win the
Rashford,
league.
Sancho. This our
Sancho
new
is
buddy.
not scoring 10 plus goals. I promise you.
Sancho will probably get the 10.
contributions, man. 10
Sancho,
This guy was
goal
dead. He was-
Sancho will get the 10 goals faster than
Let's
Anthony
just,
ever
I'm gonna
will.
just say Sancho will get like 5.
Yes, he will get more than that.
Sancho
First
was
of all,
almost like-
Sancho didn't play like the whole first half of the
Sancho
season.
was almost Messi's teammate at Inter Miami at the middle of last season. How bad he was. Let's not act like he hasn't been.
He was literally playing. What do you mean he was almost? If you're talking about last season and this season, then Chelsea's gonna be worse than before. If we want to talk about last season,
You know
you know what I'm saying? This is a different season.
Hold
We're
on,
not.
hold
We're
on,
not.
Gene.
We're not
Hold on,
last
Gene.
season anymore.
My
But you
question
were talking
though,
about last season when you said United can beat anyone.
Yeah, and this season we could be anyone too.
this is my question still though. It's like, okay, so it's Luke Shaw, is
Luke Shaw could play left
yeah,
back and center back.
yeah, it's
Just like how City has players playing left back and center
No,
back.
yeah, no,
we,
I
we
don't.
have that.
I if Luke Shaw wasn't injury prone, he's a good player. You know what I'm saying? That's
But that's why we have Malacia to
So it's
Martinez
like,
could play left back. If
so
need
it's
be.
Luke Shaw, Lizzie McGuire, Varane, and an AWB Dallas.
Varane.
I
I don't
feel like
have Harry
Dalot's the
Maguire.
starter.
I don't have Harry Maguire starting.
I was about to say, so
Maguire starts for United. And
Oh, so it's Lissandro Martinez, Varane, and Dalot.
Yes.
Probably.
Lissandro Martinez, Varane.
Dalot, but that's what I'm saying. Dalot and AWB are going to be switching depending on.
I-
That's what I think it should be, and that's what it was last year. They were
Yeah.
switching a lot. They were not fixed starters. You
As
know
a
what I'm
neutral, I don't know if I fully trust the entire defense. Varane might be like a single out on the side of my eye, just a little bit, but I just have slight reservations about some of the defense, not the entire. You know what I'm saying? Lisandro's gonna do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Luke Shaw will probably be solid. He might have some dodgy moments every now and again when he sees Saka. He might, you know what I'm saying, get the shit from the
Luke
timbers.
Shaw and Dallo
Like-
they both have the bozo gene in them.
They'll have
Like,
some shaky
sometimes
moments.
sometimes they whip out the bozo gene, man. Like the amount of times
If
I've seen
you
Luke
guys
Shaw
the
get
amount of time,
spun.
if you're gonna talk about that, you literally have the biggest bozo of them all in Trent in your back.
Yeah,
four.
I'm-
But that's
the amount
that's
of,
good
the
enough.
amount
I'm
of
not gonna say-
highlight reels, the amount of highlight reels you can pull up of United losing 4-5-6-7-0, and Luke Shaw just looks like a kid with his like PlayStation controller.
I'm just saying,
plugged in.
is there enough stability and just strength in?
Remember,
in
we could
y'all-
lose
in
4,
y'all
5,
back.
6. We could lose 4, 5, 6, 0,
Mm.
1-2 games. We still got
And
third
still be
place
with their
last
it's,
season.
it's,
It's 3 points at the end of the day.
Eh,
Okay. At the end of the day, is that it's not gonna come down to goal. If it comes down to goal differential, we're fucked.
yeah,
I'll admit that. That's fine.
It's the fine margins. I still think again, y'all are an improved squad. Again, Onana's I think it's a bigger improvement than people think. And that's fair. Mason Mount, I don't know how that's gonna go. If I was
Havertz. If you're thinking Havertz is gonna do well at Arsenal, that's the same way Mason Mount is a better player.
I don't.
Yeah, where is
Arsenal
he
try
now
to go for
playing?
Mason.
Is
I
he
don't
playing in a
know.
double
I don't
pivot
think.
with
Yeah, I don't
Casemiro?
think Mason.
What's-
I don't
We
think
don't know
Mount's
yet.
application is
Those
gonna
are
be the same
things-
as Havertz. But even then, I don't.
Those
I
are
don't
things
know.
we're gonna have to see when the season starts. Because
Yeah.
until then,
What's he been
Is-
doing in
is-
preseason?
Is Mount starting over
he's
Ericsson?
playing center mid, center attacking mid. It just
Oh
varies.
yeah, he's been
you know
doing
what I'm saying?
like Bruno, like right wing, right?
Yes, he's been playing everywhere.
That's the
Just
yeah.
like
Yeah,
Bruno.
that's.
So
that-
I don't know what's gonna.
That wasn't
it
the
all
exact same
depends.
as Havertz, but
So he plays
again,
right wing,
I see
then
it's
Anthony's
variable.
bench.
But that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. But
man don't rate Anthony, bro.
we haven't had one game. We haven't had one game that we had our starting 11, like a full starting 11.
Nah,
We've always been throwing in our like
mm.
2-3 people that are like in the academy, like you know what I'm saying. We haven't had
Yeah.
one game where it's like that's our full 11.
Nah, man. Hey,
So
man.
I really
Listen,
don't know.
you gotta get a
So,
you gotta
Gene,
get a
who's
Brazilian
starting
bandicoot to rest.
for United first game of the season? Who's from? Let's say okay.
Hopefully.
Actually, do the whole team. Go ahead.
Onana, main man, and that right there, that's a totally all that pressing, all that.
No, that's a
gets
big
the-
improvement.
Even though we lost a couple games in preseason, which I could care less about, some of the passes that just reminds me of Alisson to Salah. It just having a keeper that can do that is just oof.
Mhm.
It takes all the weight
World
that
of
I
a
had
difference.
when I have freaking that other guy in goal, bro. It's just different.
Man can't
you know
even
what
say
I'm
his
saying?
name.
And we
The-
still
the
and
shame.
listen, you could say our defense or what? That guy won the Golden Boot, being one of the worst keepers in the
Golden
league.
glove.
Golden Glove, my bad.
Mm.
He won the Golden Glove last season. Okay, and that guy is cheeks.
That Golden Glove was so fraudulent.
It's
though.
that's such
I don't
a
think I've
yeah.
ever seen.
It
I don't
could
think I've
be
ever seen
fraudulent.
someone with a Golden
you could
Glove
say our
conceding
defense-
like 50 goals.
But that's what I'm saying. That's how you could say, yeah, our defense. It was their first year playing together. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Now it's their second year. They added that experience, and that's not gonna happen. That humiliation is not gonna happen again. And if it does, shit fucking happens. It's football. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it does,
I was
it's
about to
football.
say, get the clip ready, boys.
But at the end of the day, that defense still made. Which that guy should not won Golden Glove. That
Mm.
defense won the Golden Glove last season. Not
Yeah,
De Gea,
nah, they didn't.
not anyone else.
Yeah.
That defense.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Alright.
Even if we conceded 1,000,000 goals, still
See-
somehow, some way, that guy got the Golden Glove. You
It's
know what I'm saying?
it's enough to get y'all to win the league this year. Y'all think it's enough? Everything you know what I'm saying we talked about is enough to get
Before I
you to win
get
the league.
to that, I'm gonna go back to the agent thing. So
Oh,
Onana
yeah.
in goal, left back, my guy Luke Shaw, center back Martinez, right center back. That's where it gets interesting. And when I talked about the Harry Maguire thing, I don't know. Maybe
He
that
can't
guy
play in
when
it
he
too.
plays for England. When he plays for England,
He
okay,
can't play in it too.
that's a
man.
different player. You know, Harry Maguire for England is a different. That guy was one of the in the World Cup. He
Yeah.
was one of the best players in the team.
Against
He wasn't. Huh?
Panama. Against Panama.
Okay. You want to shit? You want to shit on countries like that? Okay, bro.
That's
You
crazy.
know, be my guest.
I
That's
mean, that's
American.
real,
in you.
yeah, and
That's
this
American.
passport-
in you.
I'm not.
No,
hey,
this
yo,
past
yeah,
World
I'm
Cup
not.
though, like
I'm
England
not
didn't
shitting on
really play
Nova.
anyone to that
They
level.
played
They had a
France. They played.
yeah, and they lost.
Mbappe.
And
Yeah, but
Giroud
did,
scored.
did he get?
Giroud scored.
Was he getting played
deflected-
around?
A header that deflected off Maguire in the second.
A deflection. Oh my. Okay. You want to go deflection? I feel bad for Alisson because that guy concedes the most off deflections. Okay. Back to right back. Varane. He's still solid. Whatever. AWB is my starting right back against most teams. You could say what you
Man.
want. He's the
Nah,
best
he's-
defensive right back in the league.
He's a lockdown. He's a
Yeah,
lockdown
he's
right back.
he's a 1v1 champ.
And
Well,
listen,
but that attacking
again,
play on
and-
the right hand side though.
But he improved on that. That's why I have him over Dalot.
Mm.
Dalot had no improvement in his defense compared to AWB. AWB, when he would go attack, that guy was a meme. Last 2 seasons ago, this season he was actually making decent passes. He wasn't crossing it to the stands every second. You know what I'm saying? Like he was actually doing something. His shooting is where he has nothing. That's not in his he
the
don't got that in his
wheelhouse
stuff.
that ain't there. Alright.
CDM, Casemiro, Bruno,
Mm.
Cam, and this is where I don't know if it's gonna be. This is
Donny
where
van de Beek?
if Mount, I don't know. Van de Beek
Van de-
has been very very good. You know what I'm saying? But
My
I need to
man's
see
my
them
man's
play.
been in
What
purgatory at
about,
United.
what about Ericsson though? Because he was the starter, right?
You can't.
Ericsson washed. It's a
He's-
it's a
the
wrap- it's a
real
it's a
question
wrap
is
for buddy.
Ericsson or
He's
Mount?
good. No, Ericsson.
Nah, it's
cannot
Mount.
start.
It's not
It's
Ericsson.
Mount.
Ericsson
Ericsson
cannot start.
washed, buddy.
He could play against like Bournemouth or something, like Wolves every once in a while, but he can't
Mm.
play in like the high intensity shit. Like
That's
He
it's,
has
a,
no
it's,
legs.
it's a physical problem though, right?
Yeah, he has no
yeah,
legs.
yeah.
Because I
that's
mean,
it.
I don't see a single thing that Mount does better than Ericsson when it comes
Yeah.
to technical
Yeah.
ability or anything
Mhm.
like that.
It's
And
the
then-
legs
He
making
has the
runs.
legs, yeah.
It's making
Rashford
runs.
left wing, obviously. Right wing, it's a tough one. I really want Palestri to play in there,
Mm.
but I'll give it to
At least
Sancho.
you're decent.
He's decent. Sancho, and then I want a new guy to play striker. I want to see him play. I want to see what he could do. I don't think he'll score over 15 goals. Or
Wow,
anything
you
like
want
that.
Sancho starting right wing?
Yeah, especially
Nah,
when
fair.
the way that we
Okay.
have Bruno and freaking those guys running around him and stuff, and he goes a little bit to the middle, and we
Mm.
have the overlapping with Mount or Bruno or anything like that, and Sancho is just he's nice on the ball. He just needs
He's
a breakout.
tidy.
He just needs,
Yeah.
What happened to
just needs
Starboy?
something.
Starboy Garnacho.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Mm.
where the difference is between Liverpool and Arsenal for me. Our bench, the players that we could bring in, because we could 5 subs now, just like last season.
Yeah.
Before we were having some dead meat substitutions. We were subbing in some dead meat guys. You know what I'm saying? We have wingers to fresh legs, boom, fresh midfielder. Hey, Casemiro's on a yellow. Shit.
man almost turned to Batman. Man almost put a
Casemiro's on
suit
a Casemiro's on a yellow card. Boom, Ambarat goes in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We just have a lot of depth added to our squad that we didn't have last season.
Okay.
And that's
Oh,
where I think is going to be the difference between
dang.
Liverpool, City, and those teams. I
Gotcha.
could even see Arsenal. I could change Arsenal second, City third, Liverpool fourth. Like just because of depth reasons.
Yeah.
'Cause as much as we hate it,
It's the key.
everyone gets injuries. Injuries.
Facts.
That's what destroys seasons for everyone. at
That's
the end of the
facts.
day,
That's
you know what I'm
facts.
saying? And I think we could pick up 1 or 2 and still have a very decent season.
All right, word. So you got United taking the league. I got Arsenal taking the league. Shenko,
City.
So yeah, you got City. Chase, you
And you have
obviously
you
guys-
have Liverpool second, Shenko.
Yeah, Liverpool second.
Yeah.
He thinks he's gonna get City pool season.
Oh, well, so it's-
Yep.
and then Adrian obviously has City. So those are our picks. That's the table. We'll probably have them all scattered across, you know what I'm saying, in stripes in different ways on the screen. If you're watching the video version, the audio version, God bless you, because I don't know if I can go back through that top 10 again. Or
Nah.
just
Actually,
nah.
I think we should discuss Crystal Palace this season.
Oh my God.
The
Roy at the
fuck?
wheel.
No, man.
Man's
No,
107
no,
years old.
Zaha, go home.
We've been here
Listen.
for 2 hours.
Go
I was like,
home.
Listen.
Well, there y'all have it. We have our Premier League predictions on the board. Damn, a lot of picks, a lot of interesting moves, but that's the first episode down. A little quick little teaser. We'll be back with the next episode. Probably gonna talk more about some of the individual awards and what we expect from the season. Maybe some you know what I'm saying, some memeable moments. You know what I'm saying, who's gonna be meme of the season, meme team, and all that good stuff. Banter club of the year. All that other stuff. But before we get out of here, definitely want to get a quick sign-off message from everybody on this inaugural episode of Yanks Talk Ball. Let's go with Gene first, man. Before we get out of here.
Yo, my bad, bro. I didn't hear the last part.
Give me a closing note, man. Damn.
Oh, close. Okay.
Gee.
My bad. I literally, I looked at the light for a second. I zoned out. My bad.
This
So
bro-
let me
this
know
bro-
when. Let me know when I could do it.
Go ahead, bro.
So, only thing I could think of is Chelsea's just gonna have another shit season, and that's all I could look forward to.
All right, let me go now. The fact that we just spent 45 minutes talking about Man United's potential run to win a championship or a title just blows my mind. So that's my closing remarks.
To be honest, it wasn't no. You guys were grilling me. no one even came even close to agreeing with me. You guys just grilled me. So now that you said that
Nah.
United has a potential run for the league title, thank you, Chase. Thank
Is
you
it
for
bulletin board material?
appreciating it
Yeah,
compared to
the-
everyone else.
Nah, for me, it was more just trying to figure out why he thinks Man United have a
What was he
His
cooking?
reasoning was that Sancho looks good when he dribbles.
Nah,
That's
bro,
beautiful to
you gotta make the what's it called? Those comps.
Listen, we have
Those
the,
aura
one of
comps.
we have the best midfielder in the Prem after KDB, man. That's all. None of you guys could say that except me.
Oh, we're gonna be on this for another 30 minutes. Close it out.
Which
Close it
person? Which person is that? McTominay? He tweaking. Anyways, Adrian, let's go to closing notes.
Closing note. 4 in a row. That's it.
Wow.
We've got Erling Haaland.
And
Wait,
and
do you think
silence
they'll
befalls
do
the
the
crowd.
105 allegations before or after the season ends?
115.
Quite frankly, I really don't care. I'm just enjoying it.
Oh no, God's timing is always perfect.
That's
It'll-
facts.
It'll come when we need it.
That's facts, bro.
Look at Juventus right now, bro. Those
Yeah.
guys are getting every single day something comes out. Those guys are
Facts.
dead meat, bro.
I'm seeing them tomorrow, so.
Hey,
let's
man.
see.
Hey, man.
Live in person.
I was about to say, justice is crazy. Justice is crazy, but it's on time always, man. Ah, man. Philip, closing notes before we get up out of here for this first episode.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep mine short and sweet. For the viewers, Phil knows ball. Come back to me end of the season. We'll see what I was cooking.
A part of me hopes that his shit was
Bro was
so
eating that shit raw, bro. He's
I mean,
eating some
I
raw
hope-
meat,
I
uncooked
hope-
meat.
I hope
God
it was
damn.
so off. They come in, yo, never cook again. Fire emoji, fire emoji.
Nah, they're gonna come with what did he see, man?
He said that last season, man. Ooh, Liverpool winning the league.
Oh man, but yeah, my closing notes is make sure you guys check out the pod on all platforms. Again, the YouTube's audio podcast platform, Spotify for podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. You'll see all the links in the description and wherever you find us on socials. Make sure you go check us out. We will be back with more episodes. We'll have probably one more in the lead up to the season, and after that, after August 11th when it kicks off, we're going to be talking Prem, going to be talking everything else, Champions League, a lot of football coming this season, a lot of stuff coming your way. So expect to hear from us, expect to see us on a lot of different formats and all that good stuff. But without further ado, hey man, we've been talking ball. We'll see you on the next episode.